Okay, there we go. Live. Let me see one more thing here. Okay. All right. Just getting this set up here. Give me a sec. Okay. Looks pretty golden, I think. All right. Saturday live stream. Kind of random and unexpected. Something came up for tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to do a stream tomorrow. So I figured I'd do a stream today, randomly last minute. Sorry for the mix-up. What's up, Craig? Yes, it is Saturday indeed, my friend. You got that right. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't do a stream tomorrow. I got way too much stuff to do. So today is free. Figured might as well just go stream now. I would have made an announcement, but there was like no time. I was like, well, if I make an announcement now, I don't know if people are going to see the announcement because it's so last minute. I'll just go live and see what happens. Oh, I'm happy to hear it, Craig. I mean, not happy to hear you're bored, but I'm glad this is something entertaining for you guys. If you wonder what I'm doing here, I'm trying to close my other windows. I got like 4 or 5 other things opened up that I was trying to exit out of. Okay, there we go. But yeah, killer. Hopefully you guys are having a good Saturday out there. Doing a pre-Sunday stream on a Saturday because we're super busy tomorrow, unfortunately, but it's okay. Saturday works. It works for most people unless you're, a party animal and you like to go out and do something wild like karaoke. I don't know. Karaoke's cool. I used to like karaoke. Never was much of a drinker or anything, but I do like karaoke. Wasn't good at it, but it's still fun. And I think that's the whole point of karaoke. Like you're supposed to have fun even if you're not good at it, right? That's the whole thing. Let's see. You were truly about to practice. We may not have electricity for the next week. Oh my gosh, man. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. What's going on there? Is there like a massive heat wave or something? Jeez. Yeah, I was going to practice myself, but I thought, you know what? If I do a live stream, I could practice and hang out with you guys. So that's like a double win. Instead of sitting around doing nothing in the abyss, right? Okay, there's that there. We have a big storm coming tomorrow morning. Oh, wow, dude. Well, yeah, sorry to hear that. That sounds pretty brutal. Hopefully all goes well for you guys. And for everybody, I suppose, in that area. Yeah, it's crazy, man, a storm. We rarely get storms over here in my part of California. It's pretty bland. Tropical storm, possible hurricane. Oh, man. Okay, I see Bill commenting on that. Debbie the hurricane. Wow. Jeez, man. Yeah, I mean, in situations like that, I can't even imagine. I've never been through like a hurricane situation, right? I've never been through a tornado or a tsunami or any of those things. I mean, we just don't get any of that here in the Central Valley. It's so bland, like I said. Nothing ever happens here. We rarely get rain. Oh man, yeah, imagine, Craig. But yeah, I'm super sorry to hear that. Hopefully, all you guys that are experiencing that issue, Craig and whoever else lives in that area, stay safe during that. Sounds like quite a mess. Yeah, I don't even know where to begin with hurricanes, man. Like I said, I have no experience with any of that. So you guys are more educated than I am on that. All right, let's see. Okay, done clicking stuff. Finally did everything I needed to do. But yeah, so crazy stuff, man. Hurricanes, I don't even know what to think about that. But let's see, it's all good. You've endured many of these. Well, I'm glad to hear you have, man, because I wouldn't know what to think. I'd be like, I guess I'm going to die now or something, That's probably what I would think if I saw a hurricane. I'd be like, well, damn, all right. I guess this is how it goes. You blame Kern? Oh, man. Yeah, well, hopefully you guys will have, a better week after that. That's all I can say. Hopefully everything smooths out and get back to regular everyday life, whatever that is, something decent. But yeah, so weather in general, right, always trips me out because, like I said, over here we don't have like anything exciting happen. You know, we barely have rain. Like if it rains, it's like a rarity. We're like, oh wow, it's raining. Even in the winter, rain's almost like unheard of over here. So uh, when you see rain, it's like, oh snap, there's rain. It's kind of neat. Um, but you know, this just pertains to where I'm at in California because you know everywhere else is normal in California, just not in the Central Valley, which is where I'm at. So yeah, so you can see why I'd be like, what's the word, like naive with other things like hurricanes and whatnot. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having a good Saturday regardless of all that. You know, hopefully you're doing something entertaining to some extent, whether it's hanging out on YouTube or thinking about jamming guitar or I don't know, doing something else, barbecuing. Like I said, I don't know. Karaoke we talked about earlier. Karaoke, you know, I wonder what that's like in like Asian countries. You know, like if I don't know if you guys ever been to like, I don't know, Japan, Korea, any of those places. I know karaoke is supposed to be like a really big thing over there, right? It's supposed to be a really big thing. So they got like karaoke bars. I heard Richard was talking to me about like karaoke and, you know, like team gathering stuff. Cause you know, Richard was over in Japan for a little while. So he's talking about that with me. And yeah, I just can't imagine that. Like, I just, you know, I can't imagine karaoke being such a big thing. I don't know. I haven't been to karaoke in 13 years. Oh my goodness. Well, I can't say much about that because I haven't been either in a really long time, probably 6 years, something like that, 6, 7 years. But yeah, I can't imagine like a whole, like, you know, bar or something dedicated just to strictly karaoke. That just, I don't know, sounds kind of like awkward. We need a guitar-yoke. Oh, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Like all you and your chaps or mates or whatever you want to call them get together, bring your guitars. Or they have guitars there, I guess. Maybe like beater up your guitars you could just plug into and go into their sound system, put on a song, put the tokens in, and just jam out Dragon Force or something. I don't know, whatever the hell. Metallica, like Nirvana, whatever bands are the most cliche, I guess. Yeah, starting a family, that definitely does it for sure. Bill says precisely. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, man. And then people that play like really complicated music, they should have that like priced higher. That seems like a good marketing thing, you know? Like, yeah, you could play that Marty Friedman song. We have it in the catalog, but it's going to cost you like 4 more tokens. You know? Or if it's a really annoying song, then charge even more. Like if it's something like nobody wants to hear, you know, like Stairway to Heaven or something, which I don't mind Stairway to Heaven. To be honest with you, I think I'm okay with Stairway to Heaven, but I'm really like burned out on Extremes, More Than Words. Like if I hear that song, More Than Words, I just can't. I can't hang, man. Like I've heard it so many times, and people like, you know, they always say it's Stairway. People play in the music stores, but when I worked in the music store for like, you know, 8, almost 9 years, all I ever heard people sit down and play on acoustic was, you know, something like The Who, Behind Blue Eyes. Metallica, of course. They always try to do the finger picking Metallica song. What is that one called? The Nothing Else Matters one. But More Than Words, Extreme. I've heard that so many times. I used to like that song. I used to think it was a beautiful song, but now I can't stand it. I've heard it so much. But yeah, anyways. Led Zeppelin, on the other hand, I'm okay with. I'm not a big fan of Led Zeppelin. Like, you know, I know I'd sit there and listen to every Jimmy Page solo. Like I don't really like, you know, it's not my thing, but I don't hate them and I don't turn them off when they come on. I'm all like, oh, Led Zeppelin? Nope, hell no, turn that off. No, I don't do that. But More Than Words, if that pops on, audio down. Kind of like House of the Rising Sun. I can't stand that song either. I've heard House of the Rising Sun so freaking much. And not just at music stores, but like at karaoke and other places, you know, playing with other bands and they play the song. I've had to play the song. I hate it because I've had to hear it so many times. It's kind of like Hotel California, right? Those are the 2 songs that are just like, you know, I can't hang, man. What is this? He sang Cashmere by Led Zeppelin at karaoke once. Oh my gosh. Now that sounds like an experience. Singing any Led Zeppelin at karaoke would be an experience, right? Because the timing is so wacky. Kudos to you, man. But yeah, I don't know. Do you guys have any songs you just can't stand to listen to? Right? I told you guys which ones I just really cannot do. Is there any songs that pop on that you just like really tick you off or make you just turn off the radio? You did it a lot 25 years ago. Oh man. Well, hey, at least you did it. Better than not doing anything. You like progressive metal renditions of pop songs. Nice. Yeah, I could understand that, Bill. That makes sense. You know, I think I could get into some songs probably if they were redone. You know, maybe. I don't know. Anything by Disturbed, Craig says. It's just my opinion. Yeah, you know, I used to like Disturbed back in like their first album. I like their first album. And only certain songs, like not the whole album. I had the whole album, and I thought some of the songs were kind of like I skipped. Then the second album came out, and I was like, I was trying really hard to get into it. I tried really hard to like the riffs and the patterns, and it just wasn't the same. And then the next album came out, and that was kind of like, it was all right. It was a little worse than the second album, and then it just kept going downhill from there, and I stopped listening. So I can't say much about Disturbed either, but it was definitely not my thing after a while. Yeah, they definitely play the same ones on the radio all the time. In fact, I think they still do. Like I listen to the radio once in a blue moon here, and I literally hear the same stuff I heard like 20 years ago from Disturbed and Nickelback and who else? Like Puddle of Mud. And I'm like, seriously? They're still playing this junk like 24 years later? Well, not junk, but I mean, like, you know, come on, man. It's got to be something new out there in the last 24 years. You know, or the same Linkin Park song over and over. Like, come on, man. What the hell? I don't know. That's why I turn off the radio half the time. And I just go on YouTube and manually look up stuff, you know, or go on Pandora. Recycle it over and over, ignoring the great suppressed music of the day. Yes, that is true, Bill. 100% true. It's wacky, man. I don't know why that's a thing. Like, I don't know if they're getting like kickback from that, like a certain amount of money for playing it. I don't know. I don't know what the point is, but it drives me nuts. It makes you feel like you're in a time loop, man. Like you're stuck or something. You know, or especially when you go to the grocery store, because the grocery store, you guys know, it's always like the same satellite radio all the time. And you're either going to get really poppy, like random songs you've never heard in your life. You know what the hell it is. Or you're going to hear stuff that's like, what? The same Sting song, Fields of Gold. And I love Sting, but that song has been played a million times. Or Seal, you know, was it the Kiss by a Rose or whatever it is? Kiss from a Rose. I don't know what the title is, but that played a million times. Which, I mean, I get it. You know, I get it. They probably use certain songs on purpose to, you know, elicit certain responses, manipulation, and marketing tactics. I get it. They want you to feel kind of sad, maybe buy a little extra. That's cool. I don't mind, but at least pick something else. You can brainwash me with new music too. That's okay. You don't need to use the same Sting song. You know, there's other good Sting songs you could market me with. I don't know. Yeah, I've been stuck since 2012. Endless loop since. You got that right, man. My kids ask what your songs on the radio came from. That's funny. Yeah, I usually have the answer, Craig. I bet you do, man. You're a pretty sharp guy. But yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. And the production, like, I don't know if you guys notice this too, but like the newer stuff, it's like, obviously it sounds better, like in mixed terms, right? And I'm not talking about like musically, but just in mixed terms. Like, sure, they have better studio sounds, better effects, but it gets to a point where it's like overdone and it's like over processed, and then you can't really enjoy it because it's not like, it just doesn't have like the musical sense, right? It's kind of like watching a movie with tons of special effects and CGI, but no storyline, and it sucks. And you're like, well, great, I watched a bunch of explosions for what, in an hour, Michael Bay explosions for an hour, and I don't understand what the hell I'm watching, but I guess it's cool, or I guess. right? And that's kind of the same thing with music these days. It's like, oh, I guess that sounds cool. It doesn't have any like appeal to me, but it sounds cool. Anyways, and it's funny because you look back then, like in the Beatles era, right? I know some people don't like the Beatles, but I'm just saying in that time period, like, even if you go back to Elvis time, right? Johnny Cash, all that stuff, very minimal because they didn't have anything back then. I mean, I'm sure it was state of the art for what it was back then, but I'm just saying, like, compared to now, it's bare minimal. What a sound, man! Like the sound is just way better. Like hits you. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just my opinion on that, but yeah, it's just more heartfelt, more raw sound to it. Not just not so digital and overly processed. And I mean, it has a place, digital and processed sounds. Sure, if you like synthwave and techno and rave, I mean that gets all right in its own right because it's meant to be that way. But when you take something like rock and other genres and you turn them into this digitally, fabricated fake sound, it's kind of no different than AI at some point, And that's a whole different thing too, guys. AI. Oh man, that's a hell of a thing. You guys know about Sona, right? Sona AI. I believe Rick Beato mentioned as well. I can't remember which one he mentioned exactly. I think it was Sona, but there's so many of them out there now that it's just one of the few. But they do the whole like you type in a description, and then the AI like spits out a song basically. Like you could type in heavy metal, pop, whatever, and I'll show you guys in a minute. It's pretty ridiculous. Craig, you showed me that. Yeah, I showed you that one. But yeah, for those of you that did not see about Sona or hear about it or anything, you guys are gonna get a kick out of this in a second. The stuff that you can do, man, it's really a trip. I don't even know how it makes any sense. I played around with it for fun, and then it got depressing because AI is making songs like instantly in seconds, where it takes me maybe a few days to a week to write a song for a video. So it's like, damn, that kind of hits. Can't compete with a robot, that's for sure. Yeah, you got a good point there, Bill. Very formulaic for sure. It's not like you said, it's not authentic by any means. They're just taking stuff and putting pieces back together. So it's nothing that original, but it's just crazy. I don't know. The vocals are obviously AI. Like I could tell AI is not like good enough yet. Like it's so distinguishable that you can hear like that fake kind of wavy, tinny AI vocal sound. But if you've heard AI do vocals for like screamo or like death metal or something, or like just that heavy metal sound, it's really hard to tell it's an AI because the screaming is so distorted and like rough. It almost sounds legitimate. Like, oh, hey, this sounds kind of real. So that's kind of awkward. And I'm sure it'll get to the point where regular singing sounds real too with the AI. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of just the screaming. But yeah, I don't know, man. In 10 years, just imagine, or 20 years even. 20 years from now, imagine what's going to be the next AI type thing, trips me out, man. And it's weird. I still get used to like chatbot, man. I was talking to chatbot, and I'll just kind of talk with it and see what's going on. Maybe I'll learn something, have a good musical conversation. Music theory. I don't have a lot of music theory people that are interested in just BSing with me, right? I don't know a lot of people interested in just killing time talking about music theory, but I'll talk about cadences or whatever, music theory with chatbot, and it goes through stuff and it'll mention things like, oh yeah, this cadence, that cadence, or secondary dominance, and this progression worked pretty good. I'll give it a try and I'll think, yeah, you got a good point there, and I forget that I'm talking to a robot because it's like talking to a music professor sometimes. Like, this thing's freaking on the ball, and that's not always correct. It's made mistakes, and I've corrected it. So like for instance, I was asking it, how could I implement maybe a song that would do a really good, like, I don't know, maybe one of the modes of harmonic minor mixed with one of the modes of melodic minor. I want to make an interesting sound that's very fusion-esque, and you get the point. Just kind of complicating it to see what it'd give me. And it messed up and it said, yeah, you can use one of the modes from melodic minor, Phrygian dominant, which is from harmonic minor though. So they mistaked it from melodic minor. So I had to correct it. It's like, no, Phrygian dominant's the fifth from harmonic minor. And it was like, oh, thanks for the correction. But it sounded kind of like annoyed, even though it was a robot. Like, it sounded kind of like catty. It was like, oh, thanks for that. Yeah, sure. Okay. So as we were talking about and went on with the progression. But yeah, anyways, interesting stuff. There's not on your on my level. That's funny, man. I'm not that up there. There's people way above me, but to talk to these people and to kill time with them is not an easy thing to do because everybody's so busy, and then people want money and stuff. I don't get it. As a teacher, you should be paid for what you know. So it's hard to just find people that are just down to chit chat and all that good stuff. Yeah, definitely, exactly, Bill. Definitely not infallible. But it's still a really fun tool, and I'm excited to see what happens with it. Like, even though it's scary for a lot of people, I'm excited because it's something that'll help my processing. That's going to help me. It's already helped me a lot in like terms of like bouncing ideas off somebody that I can't just talk to on the fly, right? I can't just hit up somebody and be like, "Hey, so I got this progression going on, and I really like the sound of this cadence, and maybe I want to do I don't know, deceptive cadence here, but I want to employ these progressions and these keys only." And whatever, and it's helpful that way for me. So instead of me just jotting stuff down, thinking, "Well, is this gonna sound? Well, I don't know. Let me see." Noodle around with it. But yeah, super cool features. AI in general, though, I don't know. It's cool. It's just a trippy thing. Is it scary? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. We'll see what happens in the future, I guess. Is it going to be like that movie? What is it? I, Robot or whatever with Will Smith? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It's a possibility. Oh, okay, something else. I had a notification that wasn't anything to do with me. Reddit will make my phone buzz because I'm following, certain subreddits, but it has nothing to do with me at all. So I think it's like something going on, and I go look, and it's just Reddit. Nothing interesting. Let's see here. The new test, correcting AI. That's funny, man. Hey, what's up, JC? How you doing, man? I'm just hanging out and BSing. For those of you that are joining me now, and you're wondering why I'm live streaming, I can't live stream tomorrow. Unfortunately, some stuff came up. I have a lot of things I got to edit, and I just got a lot of stuff to do. So I was like, I'll just do it tonight, and that's why we're doing a last-minute live stream. So apologies on the last-minute live stream, but it is what it is. I guess we're here, and yeah, that works. But yeah, hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic Saturday. We're just kind of hanging out and BSing a little bit. Oh, and I forgot to mention, where's my thing at here? Hold on a sec. Let me see if I can show you guys something real quick. Where is it at? Something I was going to mention with you guys. If I can find where I put. Oh, okay, never mind. It's going to let me do it that way. That's fine. Anyways, basically, I'm thinking about hosting like I call like a class, like a virtual class, right? And I'm not talking about like one-on-one lessons, because I already do that. But I'm talking like, a mass online, I want to call it a master class, 'cause I'm not a master, but a master class type thing, right? So I'm looking to get maybe like 10 to 20 people in between there. No less than 10, no more than 20, because I think at that point it'd just be overkill. But yeah, so 10 to 20 folks in between that range. And it's going to be hosted on like Google Meet, right? So I'm only going to ask people like $5 to enter. So each person's going to pay $5. And what's going to happen is, once we get everybody, paid up, we get a date scheduled, and everybody gets their links. We're all agreeing on the same time and day. We're going to meet up on Google Meet, right? We're going to go ahead and just kind of go through like the process of what I'm going to show you guys. And it's probably going to be like 90 minutes, maybe close to 2 hours at most. But in between 90 minutes to 2 hours, right? And I'm going to talk about, how we're going to, go diving into like technique, maybe music theory fundamentals, some basics to more advanced stuff in that order, of course. And then we're going to stop in between, do questions. It's going to be very structured that way, because obviously we can't have everybody talking at the same time. We can't have, 20 people asking questions at once. So it's going to have to be a take turn type basis. And again, more generalized approach. It's not going to be like a one-on-one lesson, because you guys are all joining together for like a class type setting. So anyways, just to let you know, that is coming if everybody's, down with that, which I think is cool, because then you're not having to pay for like, a lesson if you're not sure if you want to do a lesson. you can just pay $5 and join other people and, collaboratively do a lesson online together. So, yeah, if you guys are interested in that, let me know on Facebook. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. Like Craig did here. I did see your reply, Craig. I did see that. So yeah, if you guys are interested, just do what Craig did and hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. I'm on both of those, so either one is fine. And let me know. That way I can, chart you down, and then we can discuss later on once we get enough people. Right, we'll do like a group chat and see what days and times people are available. We can all agree on. Preferably people that are in the States. Not to exclude people out of the States, but I just don't think that it would be hard to pull off, right? If you're like, depending on the time zone, if you're like a UTC +2 or -1 or whatever, it's going to be hard to make everybody happy on that. So let's just keep it to the States for now. And then maybe there'll be like a European one in the future for people that are from different, that region or other places. I don't know, maybe from Sweden or wherever you're from. So they'll be separated, like masterclass for States, masterclass for international, outside of the States. Very creative. Great idea. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate that, man. But yeah, if you guys are interested, like I said, let me know. And that's pretty much it. I have nothing else to say about it. Nothing else exciting. That's pretty much it. Now, as far as videos go, to give you guys a little update on what we got going on for videos. Okay. More skits, maybe lesson videos. The lesson videos aren't doing so good. They're doing okay, I guess, but not that great. So I'm thinking about kind of revamping a little bit my structure on the channel, focusing a little bit more on skits, right? But also maybe reviews, depending. I have a few reviews coming up that I have to do. So obviously I'll keep doing reviews because it's kind of something that, like, I don't say I have to do it. It's just something that's like, it's part of the channel already. So I'm going to keep it kind of like the skits. But the lessons, I don't know if I'm going to keep doing the lesson videos for now. It's 50-50. But good news. Fesley, the guitar company Fesley, is going to have me help them make like a lesson platform type thing with their company. So if that goes through, which I believe it is still going through, I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you updated on that. But it'll be like a guitar course through Fesley for beginners and maybe more intermediate advanced players as well, like a structured course, like video 1 to 20 or whatever it is, through their app and platform. So anyways, that's something to look forward to. So I got to work on that. And let's see what else we got going on. So covers, I might still do covers on the channel. Just depends. It's hard to get away with covers because, copyright stuff. The Stradivarius one, I got lucky. I didn't have any copyright strikes or anything, so that's good. Thank goodness on that, because I really wanted to cover that song. It's a fun song, and it fit my how do you say it? The type of stuff I like to do, right? I like to do complicated stuff, shreddy type stuff. So that was definitely something that I had to do. But anyways, let's see here. The latency would be worse multinational. Yeah, that's for sure, man. That's absolutely true. Whenever I have lessons with people from overseas, and I've had a few of them from like, Iran and there's one person from South Korea, one from Taiwan. This is various places I've taught people. But like you're saying, the latency is definitely a lot worse. And I'm not a tech person, so I don't know what the reason is for that, besides my internet probably not being 100% that great. But probably doesn't help. Reinventing mark of a genius. Well, I don't know about genius, but definitely always try to market something to help people, because my thing is I like to help people. I want to teach, but at the same time I understand the economy sucks and people don't have really a lot of money. So if we could all work together, we could make everybody happy, I think, in some way. Maybe not everybody, but we can try. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you, Craig. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Like I said, right now we're in a waiting process, but once things are set with a green light, I'll begin working on that, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, for the channel, it's going to be more like interactive, maybe more fun kind of skits, more just more interesting material. I'm going to try to think outside the box a little, try something a little different, because my channel's kind of hit like a rut. And I think that's my own fault, really, because back in the day, I didn't really have like a structured schedule time. And, back when I was working a lot, I didn't really have time to plan a lot of stuff. I have a little more free time now, so I'll invest in YouTube a bit more, and yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, lesson videos might not be a big thing, but only because the views and the retention time is mildly low. It's just kind of not really working out. And unfortunately, the algorithm is the boss of all of us YouTube folks, right? So we have to kind of cater to whatever the algorithm is going to be happy with. And obviously retention time. We want to keep retention time too. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing here on the channel. Sorry for any disappointment for some people. If, you know, it's a buzzkill for you guys or not, I don't really know. But yeah, so skits, reviews, and, you know, maybe some other type of engaging content. We'll see how it goes. But don't be alarmed if, you know, you see a change in upload schedule or video type content. It's just going to be the new approach we're going to be taking. But what is that old saying? You know, oh gosh, what is it? Can't remember now. It's like if you life in motion stays in motion, right? Or body in motion stays in motion, that kind of thing. Body at rest stays at rest. Same kind of thing. I don't want to keep the channel in stagnation, so got to start rolling the ball, so to speak. We'll see what happens. Oh man, and I'll tell you what. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Prison Randy skit, because I got like 4 or 5 videos recorded that day, and only because I didn't want to have to redo like the exact same tattoo structure that we did before. It took me a long time to get half these tattoos off. I spent half the day getting some of these other fake tats off Amazon off. I got this arm almost clean. Just this top part's all stuck still. Wouldn't come off yet. And I use pretty much everything you can think of. So the only thing that's worked, I've rubbing alcohol, hydrogen peroxide. I've tried acetone stuff. Whatever, I don't know what they make this Amazon tattoo stuff with, but it's freaking hard on your skin, man. It sticks on you. It doesn't want to leave. The only thing that's worked is like really, really hot water in a black charcoal bar, which, you know, seems weird. And I already use black charcoal as it is, you know, but I didn't think to use it for my skin. So I, you know, was rubbing, and it finally started to come off a little bit. This one's almost coming off on the side, but it's like halfway rubbed off. But yeah, like I said, it's gonna be a mess for sure. Jimmy Ford nail polish remover. Yeah, I tried some of that already. The acetone stuff, it was not working. I don't know what they put in there. It's probably gonna kill me in 10 years. Something from Chinese material that was probably in some horrible factory somewhere that's got like PFOAs and who knows what else. You know, I paid $5 for those, so I can't imagine. You know, it's probably going to be it's probably going to make me pay for it later in life. Like I said, give me 10 years and we'll see what happens, man. But oh well. Yeah, it was entertaining at least. So hopefully you guys will enjoy those next 4 videos, because I don't think Prison Randy will make a comeback anytime soon after that. Jeez. But yeah, other skits, other fun stuff. We'll see how it goes. Black goo. You got that right, man. I'll tell you what. Let's see. That which does not kill you usually gets you a second attempt. Yeah, you got that right, man. You know, I didn't even think that stuff was going to work, because it was $5 on Amazon. I said, it can't be that good, you know. What? $5 on Amazon? Come on. You know, I mean, Amazon's great and all, but $5. I mean, come on. My luck is I found, you know, the most hardcore, like whatever material they used. I mean, it did say on there, you know, waterproof, and it would probably last 4 weeks, but I didn't expect it to actually last 4 weeks. You know, I just thought, whatever, I get that shit off. It ain't gonna stay on me for 4 weeks. You wish. Looks like I was the one mistaken. So yeah, every day is a new experience with that. So if you guys ever decide you want to get some fake tattoos, maybe look for some different ones, and I don't know, ones that maybe aren't waterproof. I don't know. I have no advice on that. Good luck to you. That's all I can tell you. Jeez. Oh, by the way, did you guys hear about the old Mr. Beast stuff going on? Oh my goodness. Mr. Beast. I know a lot of people like him and a lot of people don't like him. I never really hated the guy. He's entertaining. He's obviously like one of the biggest YouTubers, right? Or I don't know if he's going to stay that way. Probably. But yeah, man, I just found out all that stuff like a few days ago. And I mean, I always knew his videos were like fake. I mean, a lot of YouTubers fake stuff. It's just kind of the name of the game for a lot of stuff, unfortunately. But I mean, come on, man. The stuff that guy did, I give him props in a way. Like that dude's guy is a pretty good con artist. I got to tell you. I mean, I'm not, saying good for him for doing it, but I mean, if it works for you, I guess. Use stickers next. Yeah, next time stickers for sure. Oh, his partner? Yeah, I've heard about that too. But that guy sure got away with a lot of stuff over the years, considering how many people and he screwed over and how much fakery he's involved in with money laundering and everything else. I don't know, man. Legal gambling. It blows you away. I mean, I knew he was crooked to some degree, but the level of crooked, I think that's the surprising part. Like, I didn't expect the guy to be such a sociopath. I really did not expect that at all. What tuning am I in? Just E standard. I don't really play with a lot of tunings too much. Just E standard. But yeah, man, that's a trip. And then they had that one video footage of him, kind of instructing somebody of how to accept the money. Like he was pretending to give like a delivery guy money or whatever. And he's telling him, yeah, you need to look a little sadder, like just open your mouth. Like you've never seen this kind of money before. And you're like touched, and that's like next level, like instructing somebody like psychologically, like, yeah, your eyes need to be open just a little wider. People aren't going to believe you. You have your mouth open a little wider. Like, I don't know. I just can't imagine doing that, man. Like I've given stuff away to people. Like, I did a video like years ago where I gave a guitar to my buddy, and that was not staged. That was just like, I called him up and I was like, hey, you got a guitar these days? Like, you need a guitar? And he's just like, my guitar kind of sucks. It's not working so well. And anyways, long story short, went over to this place with the camera and kind of threw him off guard. It's like, here's a guitar. And he's just like, what the hell? It was just for fun though. It wasn't like, oh, I get brownie points now. I'm helping people. I'm doing such a good thing. It's just like, hey, let's make kind of a prank giveaway video. That'd be kind of fun. But I can't imagine instructing people being like, yeah, so here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna make it look real good. You're gonna like accept this gift. And, oh, with honor, your honor. This is a beautiful guitar. I just can't imagine that, man. The level of time and commitment that would take to fake all that. It's just, I don't know. It's next level stuff. I guess that's why I'm stuck in the 7,000s and not the 7 millions, right? That's for the special Illuminati group. It's great. But yeah, and another thing, last thing I'll rant about with the Mr. Beast thing. I thought he was kind of cool at first back in the day when he first came out with those bars and everything, right? Went with the Feastable bars. And he had the certain food, like the cookie snack Feastable things. I don't know. And I only knew this because I taught a lot of kids. I worked around a lot of kids in my life. So, of course, I hear about Mr. Beast. Every kid loves Mr. Beast, so I hear that all the time. Or did, I should say. I don't teach many kids now, more mainly adults. But, obviously I see the bars. Like, oh, this is Mr. Feastable bar. This is the Mr. Beast bar. And you got to have one of these, and it's healthier. And I looked at the ingredients back then when they first came out. I was kind of surprised. It was a little healthier. Like it was lower sugar. It had, healthier oil for the seed oils at least, and it wasn't so bad for you. I mean, it's still junk, but it wasn't that, like a Reese's or something with TBHQ and all this other junk. Then, in the last year, he swapped the ingredients on people, and he still markets it as healthy. And apparently, it's just as bad as a Hershey's bar now, if not worse, right? And it has as much sugar as a soda. So yeah, he had a great product. And then he flipped it around, totally mind effed everybody, right? Without telling anybody. And he still markets it as healthy, man. I don't even know how he does that. And he brags about it too. It's bonkers. That's next level evil, man. Like if I ever had the opportunity to make healthier food for people, I would, but I would not change like formulations just to save money. Like that's some jacked up, that's some sociopath stuff, man. I don't know. I don't care how people scratch that. It's pretty sociopathic. Let's see. A testament to how fame and ego can ruin the purpose. Totally, Bill. I agree with you. And what's up? How you doing, Mitch? Okay, I'm not missing anything. Just making sure I said hi to everybody. I get ranting. Sorry, but yeah. So it blows me away, man. I don't know. And just like the Prime stuff with the Logan Paul brothers, like I get it, Prime drinks, whatever. But my problem with the Prime drinks, and I probably shouldn't say this. Probably I don't want to get sued. I used to like Prime originally because it wasn't so bad. Like I'm not talking about the caffeine ones, but like the original Prime. Like they had one sweetener that wasn't that great for you. Now there's like 3 sweeteners in there. Like, what does it really need to be that sweet? Literally in the last couple of years, they've added like 2 other sweeteners that didn't even need to be in there. So now you got like triple the insulin spike that you ever needed. Why? And people can say, "Oh, we could just have the caffeine one." I don't drink caffeine. I don't like caffeine, so I avoid any energy drinks. If I drink caffeine, like I'm already an energetic guy, so if I drink caffeine, my heart goes. I feel like antsy, dude. I'm I'm lit on caffeine. I can't. It ain't normal for me. So, yeah, it's a mess, dude. You're putting a new PC together. Oh man, you guys are flexing on me right now. Like, all right, okay, you put a PC together. All right, I want to be able to do that, by the way. So you guys, you got that above me, Mitch. But yeah, I don't understand the bait and switch stuff going on with this stuff, man. Like, there's enough drama in the world, and there's enough junk in food that's killing people. There's enough stuff in our country that we got to worry about. Like, come on, can't you just help people and make something a little healthier and not try to kill people with diabetes or heart disease or strokes, something else? I mean, come on. I don't know. It's pretty bonkers, man. And I get it. Everybody's making a little kickback. Big pharma or whatever, and hospitals making their kickback, doctors getting kickback from stuff and prescribing things. I get it. Can't make money if people are fine and healthy. I understand. But still, let it be known, if I ever get to a place where I have, a good amount of money and I'm got some credibility on YouTube, I will make healthy food products, or at least invest in them and monitor them so they don't get switched around like that. Because, I think that's something we need to do, man. It's a serious issue in our country. Anyways, pinch of Celtic salt. I've been treated sodas for it. What a difference in my health. Oh, yeah, man. I don't do the Celtic salt. I've heard it's really good for you, but I do the pink Himalayan salt in the morning. I have to do that. I do a little bit of that in my water, but I've heard the Celtic salt. I think that's how I'm saying it right, or Celtic salt. I don't know. I probably miss saying that. I've heard that's supposed to be good for you. I've never had it though. I might get some on Amazon one of these days when I run out of my pink Himalayan one. You lost 55 pounds. That's amazing, Mitch. Kudos to you, bro. Heck yeah. That's killer. 55 is good, man. I don't think non-psychopaths get rich. You got a good point, man. You got a good point. I guess if I ever get rich, that might be a warning sign. You guys will say, damn, I knew that guy was up to no good. That's funny. Yeah, no psychopath here. Okay, I'm not a psychopath. Or sociopath, maybe. No, I'm not that either. Long time ago, like we're talking years and years and years ago, I had a therapist, right? And this is like back when I was, 20 or something like that, 19. And they said that I might be on the spectrum for antisocial personality disorder, which kind of falls in like a vague spectrum of psychopathy and like other stuff like that, which I didn't follow. Like, I'm not like a psychopath, obviously. I'm not walking around feeling no empathy for people. Like, I feel a lot of empathy, man. I watch movies, I feel teary-eyed. But apparently, according to that therapist, I fit into some category of, the ASPD is what they call it. Yeah, I think that's the abbreviation. But I'm not rich, so I think they're full blown. Oh, Craig's down 11 pounds in 2 weeks. Man, you guys are getting healthier. Heck yeah. Good job, man. That's awesome. I love to hear that stuff. Congratulations, guys. Yeah, I lost a lot of weight, but only because of health stuff, I mean, that's the best way to do it, I guess. You kind of have to. So it's kind of unintentional. I went from 240 on my heaviest, a couple years ago, to about 170 now, 169, 170. So feeling a lot better, obviously. I don't feel so weighed down to the bed when I wake up in the morning. Kind of nice. Oh, there's 3 magnesiums in the Celtic or Celtic. That's killer, man. Intracellular hydration. Just that alone, dude. I'm gonna like the way you wrote that. I'll put that on screen for a second. That right there sold me. I'm literally gonna buy some of that now. You literally just sold me on that. Just with the wording, the intracellular hydration. I love that. I'm gonna get some of that intracellular hydration, bro. Hell yeah. Heck yeah on that one. Just say I agree and go away. That's funny, man. But anyways, yeah. So this, I don't know. It's so crazy, the stuff that's out there, though, man. I never thought about it into such detail until I started having a lot of health problems a couple of years ago, and then my wife started going to school for. Well, she first went for like nutritionist, so she's a nutritionist, and then she wanted to follow up with her schooling, and then she got into what is it called, like naturopathy or whatever, but like the mixture, not just like not holistic, but like a mixture of like integrative medicine type stuff. So she's did all that hard stuff, which is beyond my realm of thinking. But that's helped me as well on this, because it helps me see a lot of the stuff that's in our food and everything. And I never thought about it before, man. Back in the day, I used to eat all kinds of crap, like the horrible stuff I did in my body, man. Like, I may not have drunk or did any drugs, but I did equally bad stuff with like sugar and stuff, man. I remember like years ago, like back when I was 19, 18, walking out in like 100-degree weather, thinking I was having a good time, and buying like a big old canister of apple juice and chugging the whole thing and feeling like throwing up. Why did I do it? I don't know. I just like, I went on this weird, like, and it's probably because like I grew up with like very like little, right? Like I grew up with very little stuff, like very poor. We didn't have a lot, so I didn't really try a lot of stuff out. Like I didn't know what half the stuff was. Like I didn't know what asparagus was until like I was like, I don't know, 18 or 19. I didn't even know what half the food was because I never ate anything. We didn't have food, so like I had no instruction, no guidance. I just would go to the store and I would just like, whoa, look at all this stuff I never ate before. I'm buying that. I'm buying that. I'm gonna eat all this junk, and obviously I get my stomach like massive, like stomach upset because I was eating just junk and wasn't looking at ingredients. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So yeah, I think that contributed to my health problems back back then. It probably started and built its way up over time. It wasn't like an instant thing. But yeah, it was the stupidity I did, man. The stupidity. Or just going to McDonald's or just whatever, just other stupid junk that I would never do now. But and I have to laugh because like it's sad. Like I feel a little bad for my body, but at the same time it's kind of stupid in a way. It's almost funny. It's like, man, what an idiot. But at least we learn as we get older. I like to think a little bit. Being 33 now, I have a better understanding, and I've eaten a lot healthier in the last several years. So. Thank goodness for that. But a lot can change in a decade. But yeah, back then, stupid stuff, man. Really stupid stuff. Let's see. It's also how you prepare it. Microwaves kill. Oh yeah, microwaves. That makes sense, actually, Bill. That makes a lot of sense. Luckily, I don't use microwaves. None of that stuff. I'm not like paranoid of microwaves. Let me just say that. Like I don't have any conspiracy theories on them, but like I don't know if it's irradiating my brain or not. It probably is to some degree, but I never use them anyway, just because I don't like the flavor of anything microwave. It just tastes kind of weird. But yeah, cooking everything here, like I usually cook most of the dinners. Like I'm kind of the cook here, so we're dealing with rice, and chicken, fish, that kind of thing. That's my general diet. Besides, like in the mornings, I have some, fruit, some pea protein powder, and that's pretty much my breakfast now. Besides, the water and salt and everything. But that holds me over till lunch when I start eating some other stuff, and mainly just vegetables, man. Vegetables and chicken and fish. That's like 80% of my diet now. If I want anything else, I got to make it from scratch because I can't like buy it. So if I want let's say if I want a pizza, I can make a pretty good pizza now for real. I got some pictures on my phone. I'll show you guys. But, it's more like a healthy, dairy-free pizza, homemade sauce, homemade dough, right? I'm not messing around with you guys. I'll get that dough. I'll need that dough, and I buy some good dough. It's a healthier dough. It's got protein in it. It's no filler ingredients. King Arthur brand, good stuff. Fold that stuff out. Got yourself a nice little pizza. I can make calzones with that. I don't got a stone thing or anything. I just cook in the oven. But if I ever have the money, I'll look into one of those brick, oven things in the far future. Like I said, when I'm like 80 years old. Might be able to do it then. But hell yeah, man, I love cooking stuff. Cooking pizzas, but it's not very often because it is some work. You got to knead and everything, waiting and the rising, and it's just such a pain. Let me look back here. Greg, hey, well, at least it's better than drinking, man. I think junk food's a little better than drinking. So, what's up, Tyler? How you doing, dude? Oh man, cool. You did a live stream? I didn't even know, man. I was in the middle of this stream, or I would have come hung out and said hi to you, bro. But I appreciate you coming by. Heck yeah, man. Saturdays are live stream day, probably because it's Saturday, right? I mean, heck, makes sense, I guess. The weekend, you got to have a good time. But, yeah, dude, I don't know. What's another thing I like to try to do, man? Like, try to think of other, like, weird stuff you can make at home. Well, not weird. I mean, just stuff that you don't see people usually just doing for fun because it takes so much work. Yeah, I mean, it's probably like the extent of it. Like, I can make bagels and everything, but it takes me a little more work. I don't like having to do those too much because then I got to, like, you got to dip them in the boiling water, take them out, put them in the oven, bake them after. So it's a whole process for bagels. Ooh, that sounds pretty fancy, man. That's what Craig said here. I don't know how to pronounce that. Kata cheese flatbread. I don't know what that is, man. It sounds good though. Do you make the flatbread from scratch? Like, are you making the dough and everything? Oh, cottage cheese. Okay, I see. My bad. Tyler says you like Johnny Blaze. Heck yeah, man. Johnny Blaze is a cool dude. He likes most people. He gets along with everybody. I think right now he's taking care of the iguanas. He's out there and he's having a good time raising the reptilians and, petting the squirrels. And I heard on the weekend he was even wrestling like some crocodiles or something. I don't know, in the swamps of Mississippi. He's doing something like that. Crazy guy. You voted for Johnny Blaze too, Bill? Heck yeah, nothing wrong with that, man. You voted for the prisoner, Craig? That's funny. Yeah, Prison Randy won't be around. He has 4 videos he's going to be in. 4 videos. Okay, but you're not going to see Prison Randy again for a while after that because these fake tattoos took a long time to put on and to get off. So as a one and done kind of thing. But gotta go. Bye. No worries, Tyler. Thanks for coming by, dude. But yeah, so Prison Randy, he'll be in the next few skits. So expect to see him. There'll be some entertaining ones, hopefully, for you guys. But don't get too attached because he might have to go back to the pen. And then we won't see him again for a while. He might be stealing some more golf carts somewhere. Or holding up a McDonald's. Who knows? But yeah, anyways, cooking stuff is fun, man. Cooking stuff is a lot of fun. I make a video about it, but, obviously my channel is guitar-based, so I can't just make a video making pizza dough. That'd be hella weird. I mean, it'd be cool, but it'd be weird. The algorithm would get really confused. I made a pizza today. Whoa, holding the dough in the camera. Whoa. I don't think I'd work too good. But it'd be fun to watch, maybe. I don't know. Probably make a secondary channel. Do you guys ever see those cooking channels that are like run by, I think the Chinese or Vietnamese, and the titles are automatically translated and they don't make a lot of sense? Like, the children went screaming, the meat was fresh. You're like, what the hell is that? What do you mean the children are screaming and the meat's fresh? What the hell does that mean? And that's like a video of some lady making dumplings or something with some meat. And I'm like, what? Why are the kids screaming though? I don't understand. Or like, don't be afraid of the, I don't know, tortilla or something. Don't be afraid of the tortilla. I'm like, what? What does that mean? What the hell is that? Weird stuff. Let's see here. Oh man. Yeah, you never know. Try to take over YouTube. That's funny, man. But yeah, seriously, the stuff that they do on there, I see the most random titles pop up in my feed because I subscribed, of course. Like, it's so weird. I like following bizarre weird stuff. I don't know about you guys. I love watching weird YouTube channels, like this weird dark just nonsense that makes no sense, like just weird stuff. I love following that. I have a weird humor. So, good example, like Salad Fingers. Love Salad Fingers. Weird artwork, weird show, but I love that show. It's hilarious. What's another one? Llamas with Hats. Did you guys ever watch Llamas with Hats? Freaking hilarious, man. It kills me. I love that. A little bit of a depressing ending, if you know what I'm talking about, but hilarious. And that's the same creator that did Charlie the Unicorn, which I'm all right with. Some of them are okay. Some of them are kind of annoying with the voices. They do the high pitch, "Hey, Charlie," high pitch thing. It's a little bit annoying, but it adds kind of to the humor. But the Llamas with Hats one they did killed me, right? Floored me. But yeah, that stuff's great, man. I don't know if you guys seen any of those ones or not. But yeah, dark humor is my thing. I like dark humor. I can't do too dark of humor because I don't know the age group that follows my channel fully. But if I could, I would. I'd do some really dark stuff. Llamas with Hats is great. A beautiful story of friendship. Yes, sir. This deserves to go on the screen for a minute. Amen to that. Amen, man. Heck yeah. It's a beautiful story for sure. Craig, you've never seen any of that. You might like it, man. We've talked a few times. I know you kind of like that stuff maybe a little bit. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but you might enjoy that. So maybe give it a watch sometime. The Llamas with Hats on YouTube. Salad Fingers, I don't know if you'll like Salad Fingers. Maybe. It's 50-50. But yeah, the stuff on the internet, man, it cracks me up. And I know, back in the day, they had like Newgrounds and stuff, and people posted some wacky stuff on there. I don't know. There's just a lot of weird stuff on there. You've been on YouTube for 12 years, and nope. It's all right, dude. There's a lot of weird stuff on YouTube. What's that one thing called? Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. That's kind of comical. Some of those were pretty entertaining. I like the one especially. This is to show you the dark humor. I like the one especially where they do the video on like these healthy food items, singing to them, but they're not healthy, right? They're trying to like preach to the people that the pizza and all the stuff's healthy, and meanwhile they're like unconscious. And I don't want to give a spoiler, but there's some weird stuff going on to their bodies. But yeah, hilarious video. If you guys ever seen that one, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is they like 4 or 5 or 6. I can't remember how many episodes they did of that because it's been years, but those are hilarious ones. Yeah, again though, it's only if you're into dark humor stuff. If you guys don't like dark humor, don't look it up. Don't look any of those things up. I don't take responsibility if you look those up. And then, of course, you can get to the weird side of YouTube if you type in like dots and weird symbols, and you can find some really wacky like student art films and stuff that's dark web, but it's not really dark web. It's just like, stuff people put up to people that like horror and they just want to scare you. I really doubt any of that stuff that I've seen on there is actually from the real dark web. But, it's not going to stop YouTubers from saying that it is because they want to make the views. But yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. I don't know if you guys remember that whole trend that went on, 10 years ago when people were ordering a mysterious package on the dark web. You guys remember that? And all of it was really staged nonsense. Like, oh, guys, I ordered this special package from the dark web. It was only $5.99, and it came from this random factory, and they placed it under my door, and I don't know what's in there. I'm really scared, guys. Oh my God, what's in there? Oh my God. Oh, it's like cards or something. Oh, what is this? And those videos were cool, I guess, for the time. They got a lot of views, but they were so fake. So fake. And of course, there'd be some fake ketchup stain or something, or fake blood stain. Oh my God, is that blood? And the acting really over the top, oh my God, guys, I think this is blood. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ridiculous. I don't know. The fakery, man. It's we all know that's YouTube in general, right? For since its existence, it's all went downhill. But those were so cringe after a while. The beginning was all right. It's kind of funny. But then it got so cringe because everybody was jumping in on it. And then it escalated to like, oh no, I ordered a package from the dark web and somebody stood up outside my door and they're holding a knife or something. And you're like, seriously? This is trending again. Big face palm. Double face palm. It's like, why? Why is this stupidity believed? It's not real. Like, and just take, like, I don't know. I guess that, like I said, with anything though, right? It's a pain in the butt. Not your thing. Yeah, I don't blame you, Craig. But yeah, man, it's so many trends have passed through YouTube just for views. It's really something else. And the whole reason I'm going on that is because I kind of went on a side spiel of, we were talking about Mr. Beast and everything. So I just got sidetracked with all this other YouTube malarkey. But in short, 80% of YouTube is fake. I think we can all agree on that. And the people that don't know that just don't make videos. They don't see the ins and outs. I'm not like anybody special, but I've been doing videos long enough to know when something's kind of fake. Especially playing videos. There's a lot of fake playing videos out there. A lot of them. There's a lot of miming. And it's actually pretty common. A lot of people that you guys know, I'm not going to mention names, but a lot of people mime their videos. That is just how it is. It's like 90% of YouTube videos. And it's hard to spot it because people can fake it really, really well. Like, they can fake the vibrato and the technique and everything. But you got to remember, like, these are mass-produced songs, right? These are not like, even if it's a live playthrough video, it has to be mixed a certain way, has to sound a certain way. People aren't going to upload junk online, right? We have to compete with like the 0.0.1% of people out there doing better than you, right? Which is like half of the people. So yeah, like 80% of YouTube is, well, fake. And even if you think there's somebody out there, it's like, oh, well, that person looks like they're doing, something really amazing. And it's so mind-blowing. The odds are you're not going to see that being played live. Like, you're just not going to see them doing a live stream. You're not going to see them, performing anywhere outside because it's not real. It's fabricated. It's production. But that's okay. Like, it's not a big deal. It's just, it's a big deal when people pretend like it's real. That's where the issue comes from. Having said that, I'm not going to mention names, like I said, but I've come across, people with these issues. I've wanted to invite certain people on my live streams, again, not saying anybody's names, and they refuse, like, without a doubt, like, refuse. I'm like, well, even if you just played like a little bit, like just mild playing, nope, refused. And I get it, like, you're put on the spot and all that, but so what? So it's like, if you watch Herman Lee from Dragon Force, he's always doing live streams with people, always, right? Steve Terraberry played live. All these other guys played live, and it maybe doesn't sound like as polished as a production studio quality track, but still, it's they're still doing it live. They're still going for it. How many people can say that they do that and actually, pull it off and aren't afraid of that? It's just, I don't know, so fake. You do watch weird stuff, Craig? Like Royal Enfield motorcycle videos from all over the world, mostly from the UK? Well, heck yeah, man. Look at you go. Nothing wrong with that. At least you're giving the love to the UK folks. That's like 80% of the stuff I watch from like guitar people or people from the UK, like Tom Quayle and Rick Graham and all these guys. I'm always watching guitar players end up being in the other country. And the reason why is, like, not that I'm against America. Like, I obviously am American, but I just don't find like any American guitar players to follow that I actually enjoy watching or listening to that much. It's just kind of whatever. Most of the people I watch that are outstanding like players are from other countries, which is, I don't know, it must be the way that their country operates, like how they treat music, how the music teacher's curriculum is. I don't know. It must be something, because it seems a lot more proficient than here in the States. I'll tell you that much. Like, you don't see a lot of people playing like Tom Quayle or Rick Graham or whoever else over here. You just don't see that too often. Hey, what's up? HDIOH. That's a mouthful. How you doing today? But yeah, so anyways, rant over. Yeah, the whole thing though is just interesting how YouTube is. It makes you wonder like what the future is of YouTube, you know, because it's gotten a lot different over the years. It really has. And like even in the short time I've done YouTube, I've only been doing this for maybe 3-4 years. It's a very short time frame. Like I haven't, been doing it that long. So I mean, like seriously doing it, like taking time to upload weekly and whatnot. So only 3 or 4 years in between that time frame. And in that time frame, they changed a lot of stuff. A lot of things have changed. Like back in the day, you needed 1,000 subscribers to do anything. Like you couldn't make community posts, you couldn't do live streams, you couldn't. There's just a lot of things you couldn't do back then. Like you had to earn that stuff. Now anybody can do anything pretty much. I don't think there's a lot of rules for anything, but except for the monetization, like you still got to do like I think 1,000 and get like 10,000 watch hours to get monetized. So that's still a thing. I think that's still the same thing. But I think that like with the copyright issues as well, this got more intense, especially with the ads and everything. You used to be able to upload videos without having to check off all the what is it, the ad friendly type things. Like did he make you do the ad survey? You guys know what I'm talking about? So it's like, oh, check if any of these apply to your video. Is there any sexual references? Is there any drug use? Is there any violence? Is there any of this? Is there blah, 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 blah. No, whatever. Check the box, continue. Now, because of AI, they make you do more steps. So now underneath your video, after you do all that, it's going to say, does this contain any AI footage? Is there anything AI fabricated? Pretty soon it's going to be like a whole 50 book just to upload a video. It's like, dude, if it wasn't enough to type a description and tags and everything, now I got to do all this other junk. So yeah, it's changed a lot over the years, and not for the better. Very annoying. Let's see here. U.S. doesn't have a national health service, so artists have to work real jobs for insurance. In countries with a health service, artists can work longer on art before needing a real job. Oh, that's interesting, man. That's hecka interesting. Yeah, I don't know much about that. Like I said, because I've never been outside of the States, so I don't know how like certain things operate like that, but it does make sense. Hey, what's up, New Mexico Saint? How you doing, dude? We're all just hanging out and BSing. I know this is like not entertaining probably to you guys, but rambling. I like to ramble sometimes. I get a little ADD, so forgive me. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having a fantastic Saturday. If you're joining me today, there's no live stream tomorrow because I have some stuff I have to work through. There's a lot of material I gotta work through tomorrow. So I said I'll just do the live stream tonight because I'm probably not gonna have time tomorrow, which is why we're here today on a Saturday, talking a bunch of nonsense, doing our usual routine, right? So very cool, very cool. Let's see here, move that down. But yeah, so very, very interesting. Excellent, thanks. Yeah, no problem, dude. I'm glad you're doing well. Heck yeah. As far as like reviews go, right? I'm gonna try to keep things not too. I don't want to give anything away, but there's possibly going to be an interesting amp review coming up from a big company. Okay, we're talking like a well-known company. I don't want to spoil it. It's not Marshall, but like maybe similar to Marshall. It's not Orange. Something similar. Right? That's the only hint I'm going to give you guys. But there's going to be an amp review possibly. Very possibly. We'll see how it goes. Because it's not like 100% worked out yet. Like it seems like it was going to be, but there might be a hiccup in the whatever's happening. Either way, there's going to be a video about it. So you guys can look forward to that. We'll see what happens. And there's also going to be a possible acoustic guitar review that's kind of from a well-known UK company. Kind of higher price, so we'll see how that goes as well. I don't do a lot of acoustic reviews because I'm not an acoustic player that much. Like I just don't play on acoustics that often. So you guys are going to hear some different type of music. Maybe I'll make some kind of gypsy jazz riff or something. What's up, Riff Florida Phrygian? How you doing, man? Stradivarius. Oh yeah, you saw that, huh? Heck yeah, I'm glad you liked that tune. Let's see. I've heard of a budget guitar from T's Guitars. I have not heard of them, but I'll definitely look into them. T's Guitars. Yeah, it took me forever to practice that song, dude. It took me forever to play that Stradivarius song. A lot of mistakes in the process. You have a Fesley electric acoustic coming for your birthday. That will be different. Wow, man. Kudos to you. Getting a Fesley electric acoustic. Heck yeah. Fesley's a cool company. I've never had any issues with Fesley. They're always very, very nice to me as well. Like anytime I've talked to them, always so friendly, and like they always word things in a certain way. It's really just like polite. I saw a video recently where a guy was talking smack about Fesley, upper YouTuber guy. He's pretty well known, I guess. And apparently he claims that he was bullied and harassed by Fesley, and I don't know how true that is. Obviously, I can't say it's true or not true. I didn't go through that, but I can say in my experience, I've never had any issue with Fesley. They've always been super friendly to me, right? Very personable, and almost to the point where they're like overly nice in a way, right? They've never bothered me on like anything. Like if I've ever had like a review video or something or anything working with them, they've never hassled me about anything. They never pressure me to do anything or change anything. I've never been threatened with anything. Other companies have given me flack though, like Donner, right? Donner's given me flack before. I think Glary may have mentioned something one time to me, but mainly Donner was the one I didn't get along with. They were kind of rude. Fesley though, always friendly to me. I forget who the people were that I talked to from the company now because they have different names that are like foreign names, but they're always very nice. So I don't know if that guy was just kind of, exaggerating a situation a bit with Fesley. I'm not going to say, he's wrong or didn't happen because I don't know that for certain, but I'm just saying before people jump the bandwagon and start hating on Fesley, they're reputable. Like I've never had any issues. I mean, if there was an issue, I would have told you guys. Like if there's a broken neck or if there's a broken something, I would have told you guys. Glary didn't like. This is a funny story with Glary. So Glary, they sent me a guitar a long while back. It was the LP, or I forget. It was one of their Les Paul ones, and not the red one. It was the gold one. It was like a gold top, kind of similar to this, right? And the problem was they sent me this model. The neck was way out of line. Like everything was jacked, and I'm not talking like mildly jacked. I'm talking like straight up jacked. All right, like everything was effed. Okay, no pun intended. It was not a good time, and I couldn't fix anything. Like everything was just so far out. Like the neck was warped, the frets were sharp, there was a crack. There was just all kinds of problems. It felt like they just gave me some damaged product on purpose or something. So I messaged him. I told him about it. I said, "Okay, we'll send you a different one." Send me a different one. Had a lot of issues too. There was no crack, but it was effed also. I could not get that thing to play. No matter how hard I tried, I could not get it to play. Like I told them too. I sent them an email. I said, I don't know how to review this guitar because I can't play it. Like it's not playable. Like I don't even know if I can do anything on this. Like literally. I'm going to talk about it in my video too. I told them I'm going to talk about like, how I can't do this and that and the other. Well, they gave me flack and they were like, well, we'd appreciate it if you don't do that, because we don't want to take legal action against you. It's like legal action for like what? Like I can't review your product. Like you want me to review it or not? Like what is this? So, anyways, long story short, we kind of butt heads a little bit, and it wasn't a good time. I ended up making a video, and I didn't play much of anything, and I didn't say much of anything. I just like this is what the guitar looks like. I didn't say it was good. I didn't mention anything about buying it. I just said it's a guitar. It has some issues, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So that video is my worst review video. And I kind of wish I said more in the video, but I think I was more like worried of the backlash. Like I didn't want to, be bullied, so to speak. And I was a smaller YouTuber. I only had like, I don't know, 1,000 people following me. So I was like, I don't know if I want to get a lawsuit, but I didn't feel right about encouraging people to buy it either because it was a horrible guitar. Having said that, they cleaned up their act. And when Glary sent me their second model in the future, right, they apologized for everything. They said that they had different marketing, they had different developing. Everything was different apparently, and they were kissing my butt, so to speak. So I said, okay, I'll give it a try. It's been like a couple years. I guess I'll give it a try. And they sent me that red one. It's like an SG or something, or Ibanez style one. That guitar played nice. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to do any setting up. I did change the strings because the strings were a little rough, but everything else was fine. And I told him, I said, wow, you guys made like a night and day difference. Cause like the Les Paul one you sent me like a couple years ago with all that drama was a nightmare. And it stressed me out. I remember I was like, what the hell? Like, I don't even know what to do with this thing. And I showed Richard, my buddy, the ball shredder, and I was showing him videos. I'm like, dude, what do I do? On the other guitar. And he was just like, I don't even know what to tell you, man. He's like, you could try taking it all apart. And I was like, why? Anyways, it was a big mess, man. Donner seems to have been relegated to the C team, I think. Oh, I see. Yeah, most likely, man. Have you ever tried Flamma pedals? Not yet. I have not tried Flamma pedals yet. Maybe in the future. I'm not sure what this means, my friend, because I don't speak anything other than English, unfortunately. I'm not very good at Spanish. I think this is Spanish or is it Portuguese? Either way, I'm sorry. I don't know what that is. So your legal action. Yeah. All over that. It was so ridiculous. Like, I was a smaller YouTuber. So like I said, I was I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was a little intimidated. I was like, what the hell, man? It was not a good time. You trust me in the ball shredder reviews. Well, I appreciate that, man. Thank you for putting your trust in me. I try to give you guys the most honest review I can. I know it seems, for some people, it seems disingenuous because they're like, well, you're playing a guitar and we can't see what you're doing behind the scenes and you're probably just making this stuff up. I've had people argue with me and troll me, but like, just so you guys understand this, I don't get commission from any of this stuff, right? Like, I can put Amazon affiliate links if I wanted to, and I do on some videos, and I tell people, like, hey, there's Amazon affiliate links if you want to support the channel, because I don't make much of anything on the channel, right? But I'm not sitting around like, oh yeah, it's commissions. Yeah, I'm making all this commissions off companies. Companies don't usually give you commissions on this stuff unless you're like a big shot YouTuber. Like, you have to have a lot more following than I do to get commissions on stuff. Guys that have like 100,000 and up get commissions, you bet. But not guys like me. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. He doesn't understand what I'm saying, but he still watches me. Well, I feel bad for that, but at the same time, I appreciate you watching, man. I'm sorry that I can't communicate very well with like other languages and stuff. I wish I could. I don't know a lot. Like I said, I learned very, very little Spanish back in the day, and it sucks. I've never learned a lot of any language that much. So yeah, unfortunately, I like to learn other languages in due time. That'd be something useful, I think, to have. But yeah. But yeah, anyways, that was the big spiel about that. And then Donner screwed me over. And I'll tell you what happened with Donner. This is a true story. Okay. So first, Donner got mad at me because of the review video I did. It wasn't up to their liking. Okay. And I only did one review video, I think, with them. It was one electric, like years ago. And again, I was still a newer YouTuber, so it was whatever. I just mentioned some of the issues. I said, well, there's some issues when they got shipped to me, and this is what happened. And, I told the company about it, and they told me just to make the video, so I did, and this is the issues. Well, they didn't like that. They got a little upset with me, right? Everything passed. They didn't threaten me or anything, luckily, not like Larry did. It was pretty chill. But what happened was they invited me out to NAMM. They said, hey, let's go ahead and have you play at NAMM. And I thought, well, this seems kind of fishy because, like, we didn't get along before in the past, and then they kind of cut ties with me. Now they're kind of kissing my butt and being friendly and wanting to chit-chat with me again. So I was like, I'll give it some thought, I guess. And I said, yeah, okay, I'd be interested. We'll pay for your hotel. We'll give you some tickets, you and 3 other people. Just come to our booth, play for these days. We're going to be there. And that's it, Done deal. I think they even offered to buy me food or something, too. So I said, okay, that sounds wonderful. Thank you very much, and let's do it. So everything was set, I thought. I thought we were all good. I thought I was going to go play at NAMM. I was super nervous because, I get anxiety. So I was like, oh, man, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring my CBD with me and hope I don't freak out. Have a panic attack in the NAMM convention. But I was willing to give it a try. Then when it got close to the date, they never contacted me, right? I kept trying to get a hold of them. What's going on? What's going on? I'm not getting the tickets. What's going on? Oh, we're so sorry. We have to cancel our booth. We're canceling the booth because of COVID. People are sick. They're not feeling very well. Our CEOs are sick. COVID's going around, so we have to cancel. And I'm like, dang. All right, well, understandable. I'm really sorry you guys are having this issue. Thank you for letting me know. Maybe next year we can figure something out, and I hope you feel better. And yeah, thanks for letting me know. Oh boy, Richard went to NAMM that same year, and guess what? Donner was there. Donner was there, and not only were they there, right? But they had like some other dude playing at their booth, and I was like, "Oh, you sons of!" Oh, I was super annoyed. Like, I didn't even want to go to NAMM in the first place, and they pretty much like talked me into it with all this stuff. And then when I finally agree, it replaced me instantly. And I don't know if it was personally done, or if they just found somebody to do it for less, or that lived closer and didn't have to fork out anything. I wasn't even asking for any money, right? Just the tickets, and like they wanted to offer the food. I agreed. I said, okay, sure. Hotel rooms, all right, that's fine. I didn't ask for that, right? But yeah, I tell you, man, it was something else. So if Donner ever gets a hold of me in the future, you better believe that I'm not doing any reviews for them ever again. I will never play their booth. Even if they offer me money, I will not play at their booth. And it's not like out of like spite. Like, I don't spite them. It's just disrespect. Like, don't lie to me, Like, it's one thing if you don't want me to do something, but be a man about it. Like, say it to my face. Don't just like go behind my back. Like, I had to find out from Richard. He took a video for me, and I was just like, at least somebody's got my back, But ballsy, bro. Like, I don't know. That's not a company I want to do business with if you can't even be upfront about what you're doing. So yeah, that's what I think of Donner. Sorry for ignoring your guys' comments here. I just kind of got lost in the rhythm of speech. Let's see. Oh, I see. Thank you for translating, my friend. I appreciate that. Those cats are snakes. Yeah, definitely. I saw that comment when I was talking. Absolutely true. I agree with you. Snaky, snaky. I don't like that. Matt Blaze. Heck yeah, man. Let's do it. I'm down. Let's figure it out. Let's do that. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know much about their Hush guitar stuff. Like I said, I don't follow anything they do anymore. I'm totally like just turned off from Donner. Glary, I'm okay with. We've kind of made friends a little bit after our butting of heads. We're cool now. Everything's good. But yeah, Donner, no thanks. That's a big no. Fizzly, on the other hand, amazing company. Super friendly, super nice. Always been down to earth. AIO, another amazing company, which is the guitar I use now. This is my current axe, by the way. I've decided to make this my current axe. So, in case you guys can't see, cool little headstock. Love the shine to it. Love the gold hardware. I know some people don't like gold hardware, but I love this thing. And it sounds good. It feels good. Even on like a low volume setting. Just sounds nice, man. I love it. And that's pretty meaty sounding considering I only have like a 2, like on a 2 or 1 of the knob here. But anyways, those are my 2 favorite companies I've worked with so far, AIO and Fizzling. If I had to pick one over the other, I don't know. It's hard to choose. They're both really nice because they're both different price ranges, right? Like Fizzly is obviously budget guitars, and they're marketed that way. AIO is more quality guitars, a little bit higher to the budget. So, you get what you pay for. Let me look here. Sorry. What happened with Donner? Oh, too much, man. Too much. It is a long story. How do you try to review products you never used? Line the looper pedal you recently reviewed? Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, basically, companies will hit you up, or you can hit companies up, and you just discuss, like, hey, I'm interested in maybe working together and what products you have. Let's talk, and they'll do the same thing to you. They'll message you out of the blue on your email. I get a lot of emails for stuff. I get some pretty ridiculous offers, just like Richard. Mine are probably a little worse than the stuff Richard gets. I get some pretty wacky stuff. For example, men's lingerie. How am I supposed to advertise men's lingerie on a guitar channel? Come on. I'm not a model. And if I was, this is not the channel for that. You guys don't want to see me in men's lingerie, okay? This isn't the website for that. We don't do that here. All right. So yeah, that gets some wacky stuff. But yeah, it just depends what companies want to offer you, what you're willing to work with. I'm open to whatever products. I'm willing to give anything a try. Still got the looper pedal here, by the way. Super cool little pedal. Might give it away in the future. I might use it. I don't know. I use it in lessons once in a while. We'll see how it goes. Let me look here. Fesley gets hammered for their logo, but I dig it. Yeah, I don't know why people complain about the Fesley logo. It's marketing. They built the guitar. It's their company. Let them put their logo on it. Like, who cares? Let's see. How many hours a day do I practice? That's a good question, man. It depends. Like, I teach a lot in the day, so I don't have a lot of free time. But when I do have time, I'd say about an hour. I like to get a good hour in. I have my own structured practice routine I put together. But I also mess with like Rock Discipline from John Petrucci, or I mess with Frank Gamble's Chop Builder. But yeah, hopefully that kind of answers your question. I try to do about an hour. I try not to do overkill because then I get kind of like, you know, not injured, but I get kind of weird feelings in my arms. Oh, that's right. I remember you telling me about that, Tyler. You got to remind me later, dude. I totally space out and forget stuff. I'll have to check out that plugin. Let's see here. Right? The stuff you get, man, I don't understand it at all whatsoever. Like, what are these people thinking? Guitar dude in lingerie. Yeah, that'll be a great skit. Prison Randy in lingerie. Oh, man. Oh, I know. That's funny, dude. Yeah, it seems to be that way. And by the way, a lot of these people, let me just say this. A lot of these women that are scantily dressed playing guitar aren't always women. Just remember that. I'm not going to say how I know, but let's just say that I've come across a few that I was surprised. And I was like, wait a minute, that's not a girl. Anyways, having said that, yeah, just saying. Oh, I didn't even know there's a guitar contest going on, dude, but I might check it out since you mentioned it. Still Andre. I'll have to give that a listen then. Is that going on right now? Let's see. Rock Discipline from John Petrucci. Heck yeah, dude. I just got into it. I was doing Frank Gamble's Chop Builder for a long time. And I heard about this Rock Discipline, right? I've watched the video, but I never had like the booklet. A buddy of mine sent me the booklet back in, I don't know, like 2 months ago. And I've been rocking that thing every day, man. And it's pretty nice. I like it. It's not as long as Chop Builder, but it's really good. Like the exercises are pretty sweet. You think you got the voice down for Matt Blaze? Heck yeah, dude. Get it ready for the stream. Heck yeah. Yeah, the stuff that happens, man, I don't know. Let me just say this. I'm not like, you know, hating on anybody. You know, you want to be whatever you want to be, that's cool. I ain't got nothing wrong with that, right? You do whatever you want to do. Like, you be you. Let's see here. That's funny, man. Yeah. I mean, you go on Instagram, I'm going to say it's like half the ones you think. Let's just put it at that. Half the ones you think on Instagram, yeah. You'd be surprised, man. Surgery and hormones and stuff. You'd be surprised. And I'm not hating on anybody. Like, you know, you do you. Like I said, you want to be whatever you want to be, you be it. And you do the best you that you can be at it. But I'm not really, you know, I'm not into that kind of thing myself. You don't have a fake mustache? Dude, you got to get some mustaches, bro. My mustaches are all over the place. I got like 3 left. This one, I want to reuse this one, so I put it back up here. But I got a few mustaches left. And I got this on Amazon for like a few bucks. They weren't as big as I like because I got a big head. So, you know, bigger the better would be better. But it is what it is. But yeah, dude, you'd be surprised at stuff you see. You really would be surprised. That's all I'm going to say on that one. I guess it's the internet in general, though. You know, there's always something going on out there. Always some controversy of some type. I don't know. But anyways, having said that, hopefully you guys are having a good Saturday stream. Remember, I won't be here tomorrow, for those of you that didn't hear me say that earlier. doing it today because I've got a lot of stuff I got to edit tomorrow, and I'm like behind on stuff. So if I want to upload on time, got to do it. Got to do it. Got to keep motivated here. Let's see. Yes, wig companies and stash companies, hit me up. This is your invitation. I'm ready. Hell, give me a bicycle. I'll do whatever, man. Give me a bicycle endorsement. I'll go on a bicycle and do a panoramic shot, riding down the road, drinking a Gatorade, whatever the hell. You label it, man. I'll do it. It's all good. Give me a sleeping bag endorsement. We'll do a sleeping bag outside video. I'm ready. But I'm not going to do lingerie. Okay. I got some other stuff I can tell you guys. Let me just go through some of my emails so you get an idea of some of the wacky junk that I just don't even know what the hell's happening. And these people must not look at your channel. They don't care. Like, there's no way they actually watch my videos because they don't know what the hell I'm doing. What is this? Yeah, if I was only that in shape, bro. Let me work on my core first, and then once I get really in shape and a ripped core, and then I might think about riding a unicycle, and then we'll work from there. Okay, so yeah, I'll tell you some wacky stuff here. Let's see. How to know if a riff or lick you wrote is really cool. All right, that's a tough one. I would say it depends. It's only cool if other people can listen to it without you making them listen to it. Like if you have friends and you're constantly trying to show them your CD or your songs and they don't care, it's probably not that cool. But if people will give your stuff a listen, at least one person, it just takes one, you're probably all right. You made a cool riff or a lick. My Spotify's kind of dead, right? I got like 3 albums. Do I push it on people? No. Can you listen to me? Sure, you can. I got a lot of old stuff that sounds like garbage, but I have 2 albums that sound pretty decent, I think. I have like, I don't know, 7 streams a week, 14 streams a week. So pretty dang low, right? Like people don't really give a crap, which is fine, but it's better than 0. So I guess I'm doing all right. 14 is better than 0. But yeah, let's talk about some of these ridiculous offers that are just bonkers, man. Where was it at? I have to log into my email here and scroll down. Okay, here's one. A water flosser video. Yeah, Lester Mitchell. I'm so-and-so from so-and-so. I'm not going to say who. We're looking for creators to promote our products. I watched a lot of your videos, and you are just the right kind of person and influencer we need. We would be interested in partnering with you on the product of personal care industry, like our water flosser. Are you willing to promote this product for us? Thanks and best regards. I think this will be mutually beneficial. No reply back. I'm just not going to waste my time on that one. I don't feel the need to do that. What is this here? Are you on Amazon Music? I think so. I go through DistroKid, and I think they put everything on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon. I think I'm on all those markets. I think. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. You like my 80s song? Well, thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Let's see. Sometime when you write things, it seems cool, but when you record and re-listen, it does not sound that good. Well, let me give you a little bit of motivation, all right? I can't listen to a lot of my own music because if I do, I cringe a little. I'm like, I could have mixed this better. I could have did a different part there. I could have upped the volume. I could have used a different thing. And what really drives me nuts is when I'm behind the timing or ahead of the timing slightly and I didn't notice it. And I'll be pissed. I'll be like, the lead here could have been just a little over and it just sounds like crap. So, like, I get super critical of my work, and especially like my first album. It was trash, my first album, which was it called? Electric City. That album had some okay song ideas, but I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I didn't know how to write songs that well. That was like years and years and years ago. So if you listen to that album, I left it up for people to listen to because I'm not going to run away from it, but it's pretty junk. The other albums, Ethereal Transmission and Otherworld, I'm happier with, but I still cringe because the songs didn't turn out 100% the way I wanted them to. So I relate to what you're saying. That is canned in China. Let's see. I'm learning tendonitis by Jason Richardson. Good luck to you, dude. Let me know if it gives you tendonitis or not. Everything I write is genius until I hear it the next day. Oh, dude, I feel you. That hits me in the feels. It takes me on a feels trip, bro. For real. That I know what you're talking about, and it sucks. I have a lot of stuff you guys never heard because I never finished it, and it's sitting in my computer, literally. I have all kinds of different types of music that I've just never uploaded because changed my mind. I'm like, nope, waste of time. I'm turning it off. Okay, here we go. Here's another really stupid offer, by the way. Hi, Lester Mitchell. Hope this mail finds you in good health and high spirits. Man, love that. This is Mia, a marketing assistant from blank. I'm not going to mention the place. We're a brand that revolutionizes the way a layout of your electronic equipment works. Our product is at peak performance and is transforming your wallet into a foldable phone. We greatly admire your influence and enthusiasm on YouTube and would like to invite you to become our partner. We could be thrilled to collaborate with you and promote your followers. Trust me, we could help you. If you're interested in this collaboration, please let us know. We'd love to share more details. In our warmest regards. Okay, then. Obviously, they did not get a reply back. One last one real quick, and I'll go back to reading comments. Hello, this is so-and-so. I represent a word I can't pronounce. I literally cannot pronounce that word. It's like, I think it's Chinese. I don't know what that means. The office ergonomics expert. We specialize in high-quality office chairs. And we also look into ergonomic solutions like adjustable monitor mounts and sit-stand desks with a strong presence in the US and European markets. We've been following your TikTok account, which has like no following, and your YouTube following. We think your creativity will connect with our audience. Why? Why me? Why do you people hate me so much? Why? Why? That's the question of the day. Why? I don't know, man. Let's see. How do you practice being on time on a track? So basically what you're going to want to do is when you're recording, you want to make sure that you have a metronome going in the background, right? You want your click track going. So if you got a song going like 180 beats per minute, you want to have that tap, 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 tap in the background matching, okay? Once you hit the project BPM, you got everything, logged in there. You want to make sure you're right on the click. Unless your intention is to be behind it on purpose, and that's fine. Some people do that in jazz. They play behind or ahead of the beat a little, or swing it or whatever. But in general, I always want to be as tight as I can, right? I always want to be as tight as I can with it. So that's my advice to you. Oh, yes. I have indeed tried Suno AI. We were just talking about that earlier in the stream, by the way, before you came in. That thing is crazy. We're talking about that. I've typed songs in on there just to see what would happen, just like descriptions. And it comes up some pretty nasty metal stuff, man. That sounds pretty legitimate. Obviously fake, but still pretty cool. Tyler's trying to learn. Heck yeah, man. Found you. You are on Amazon. Sweet. Which one is on Amazon, by the way? Because I don't even know. This will educate me. Is it the Ethereal Transmissions? Is it Electric City? Is it Otherworld? I'd avoid listening to Electric City if I were you. You can just listen to that on Spotify, and it's not that good of an album. I recommend the Otherworld or Ethereal Transmissions album. That's way more. It's just better, I think, in terms of like mix and sound and song structure. So, yeah, don't worry about it on that one. You're bad. No, dude, don't worry about it. You're good. But yeah, Sona's pretty crazy stuff, dude. I'm glad you brought it up because we're actually gonna take a look at that together and see if we can make a song. Let's see here. That is the one I found. Okay, yeah, sorry to hear that, man. That's a lame album. You're welcome to check it out on Spotify, but it's not my favorite work. It's pretty junky. I've created awesome metal songs. Oh, dude, I bet. The stuff that you can do, like, I've heard bands are actually using it to create song structures and ideas, and then they just take it and rebuild it a little and make it their own song, right? Which is super smart. I get it. But it's sneaky, a little sneaky that way. I tried asking it for instrumental guitar stuff. It doesn't work out so good. It always sounds kind of like, sounds all right. Otherworld and Ethereal Transmission. Yeah, those two are the better ones for sure. I would get those two, or listen to them at least, just on Spotify. You don't got to buy them. They're free everywhere. You can even listen on YouTube Music. Let's see here. Plagiarism. Yeah. That's the big P word, my friend. The big P word. Yeah, good old plagiarism. You got to love that. But yeah, let me go and pull up Suno real quick, or Suno. I always say it wrong. Suno AI. And let me just show you guys what popped out for me here. My first thing that I ever put together, just typing in just random nonsense. I'll show you what it sounded like, and it's pretty bonkers, man. The stuff that it can pull off is just, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I said, it takes me a while to write a song, so like I could speed run a song in probably a day or two, but like to do it in seconds is just brutal. It really just offends me in a way. Okay, let me log in real quick. Sorry, I'm logging into Suno on the other screen. You can't see me right now. I'll share the screen in a minute. I'm getting it ready. But I'll show you guys the tune that it came up with, and it's just bonkers to me. Let's see. Which album of mine is the heaviest? That's tricky, dude. I don't think any of my albums are really heavy. They're more kind of like prog, rocky. Well, not really prog. Maybe this more like 80s rock mix of fusion vibes. I think the hardest stuff, maybe, well, I don't know, maybe Ethereal Transmission has heavier tunes, probably, I would say. Otherworld has more fusion-y rock metal songs. That's smart, though, dude. At least gives you ideas. Let's see, the AI music I've heard just sounds like a bad mashup of old songs. Yeah, I can for sure, man. I've heard some bad ones myself, so I totally get what you're saying. But yeah, it's fun to screw around with if you're bored, right? It's just fun to screw with and say, well, what is this, you know? I need to make some heavier songs, though, JD. I really do need to make some heavier ones in the future. I'm waiting to get a 7-string to do that because I want to experiment with some heavier tones. So that'll be something interesting in the future, like I said. We'll see how it goes. Gotta scroll through here. No, that's not the right thing. Oh, it's okay. Let's just make one together. Let's just see what'll happen. Why am I not allowed to? Oh, there we go. Okay. So there's what we're going to do, guys. I'm going to have you guys input stuff, and we're going to do it together. So I need some descriptions. Let's make something metal here, okay? And each person is going to pick one word. So you can't pick multiple words. Just pick one word, all right? And what we're going to do is I'm going to take all the words, mash them up in the description box, and we'll see what AI pops out, and then we'll give it a listen, okay? That's what we're going to do. So let's get a total of, let's say, 8 words. So let's get them going. 8 words. Move my chair over a bit. Okay. Let's see. And it could be any words you guys think of. It could be like, I don't know, thrash, metal, violent metal. This is whatever singular phrase you got or word. Clear vocals, okay? Clear vocals. Speed, okay? I like where this is going. Abomination. Okay, let's do it. Abomination. Hold on a sec. There we go. Let's see here. Chug. Okay, chug. Power metal. This would be really a mixture of genres. Okay, we got room for a few more. Let's do a couple more here. This should be very interesting to see what happens. This is a wide variety of sounds, guys. This is a wide variety of sounds. Hold on a second. What's going on here? Oh, I see. I had to it's freezing on me on my screen. We're good. Okay. 80 shred, melodic. And Damnation. All right, those are all the ones. Let me just type all those in, and we'll see what happens. 80 Shred. Or Damnation first. Damnation. 80 Shred Melodic. Okay, so yeah, Melodic. 80s Shred. Okay, so we're going to create this, and then once it's done creating these, we're going to go ahead and just jump into it and see what happens here in a minute. Hold on a second. What's going on here? Okay, let me go ahead and share screens with you guys. I'm going to present this, and we'll see if it'll play. Share screen, and Lester Revenge. That'd be a hell of a name, man. It's hilarious. Okay, what do we got here? Let me just see real quick. Okay, I got it ready to go. Let me just go and put the screen up for you guys. Let's see here, and let me just put it on there. Okay, so you guys can see this okay, I'm assuming. Perfect. And you can see my last one I did before was Violent Gent Metalcore. Just thought, you know, whatever. But let's see what this is here. Let's go ahead and give it a listen. Damnation's Wrath, shall we? You guys hear that? A lot of sweep picking. They can have Malmsteen playing. Add some shred in there. Yeah, this is the AI thing. It's ridiculous. Cool arpeggio sequence. Very Malmsteen. Do an epic solo for itself. That's great, man. Leprechaun rock. That's hilarious. Well, that was something else. I don't know if I liked it or not, but there's a secondary one underneath because, you know, it does two of them, by the way. So if you guys do Suno, you get 2 AI songs. We'll see what happens. Can you ask it to make Brazilian prog death metal jazz or deathcore jazz? Yeah, we can check that out next. Heck yeah, we will. But first, let's hear the next track here that it did. This is the alternate track, right? Because they do 2 tracks. So, what kind of intro is that? Like Dragon Force. The singing's really bad. Like, it's not super AI. So wavy, like bad auto tune. It's so bad. I'm gonna put Tyler's on here so we can type it up and get ready. Brazilian? Or I spelled that wrong. 1 L. Let's see. Prog deathcore jazz. Let's see. Ooh, I like that little flicker. His solo, man. Why? What's up, Mike? How you doing, dude? Okay, let's see what happens next, guys. We're just going to end this one a little early because it's kind of repetitive, right? And hopefully you guys can hear this without echo. Is there any echo? I don't know if this is like echoing with you guys, but anyways, let's see what this sounds like. In real shadows where villains collide, a subtle with people just so slide. Punk rock's complex time, never hide. Deathcore tears squeeze the high. Carry up that spice, there's a twist of my melody, then to riffs entwine. A physic cocktail out of line, dissonance. Weird timing. Take down. Like Sleep Token. It's basically a Sleep Token. A bit of echo. Okay. Yeah, more metalcore, you're right. Living life to the fullest? Heck yeah, Mike. Happy to hear it, dude. Carnivals of chaos, sweet serenade. Guitars so sleeping, then they fade. It's like power metal meets Sleep Token. Sleep Token was power metal. Okay, let's see what the next one sounds like, shall we? After the breakdown. I like the breakdown. It's pretty epic. I like that. Some good groove. What's going to happen here anyway? Is it going to be a solo? I'll give it a second to redeem itself. I like how the guitar solo sounds like a flute. Why does the guitar solo sound like a flute? Oh, hell yeah. Time to punch some holes in the freaking wall or something. At least the vocals sound better. Oh, it went to that like Sleep Token sound again. I like the screaming. It's more realistic than the singing is. That's silly, man. I like how it's just like one note in the background. That would be funny, dude.
Very pop radio friendly this part. It's like Breaking Benjamin now. Very Breaking Benjamin vibes. Dubstep deathcore. That is impressive. That's hilarious, man. Oh, let's see here. Good night, dude. Thank you for coming by. Hope you have a good evening, man. Yeah, oh my gosh. What a time, man. Like, this AI stuff is just something else. But yeah, Tyler, you can't put like band names, unfortunately. Like, it gets weird about that for copyright issues, I guess. So you can't type in like Rings of Saturn, or you can't type in whatever. You could bring up genres though, or like descriptions. So, all right, we have, I don't know how many tokens we have left. Do I have enough tokens? Where does it tell you? I can't even see how many tokens I have. I think I have tokens still. Yeah, I have 20 credits. I see right there in front of me. I'm just blind. 20 credits. So I think we could do another generation. Has anybody got any more ideas? Any more fun ideas you guys got for me? Let's do this. Let's make it happen. What the hell is this? Oh, okay. It's just spam. I was like, what is happening here? Okay, yeah, nothing interesting. Let's see. Try dubstep deathcore, deathcore funk technical. All right. Since you guys both want something similar, we'll try to, let's combine it. Let's go technical dubstep deathcore funk. Now that should be interesting. So technical deathcore dubstep funk. And we're gonna add another twist to this. We're going to say spicy. I don't know what that means, but let's just add that in there. What does spicy mean? Is that a genre? Well, we're going to find out. It's a 2-for-1 special, guys. We're going to make it happen. Break the Matrix? Well, that escalated quickly. Breaking the fourth wall, are we? That should be putrid. That's great, dude. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be something else, I'll tell you what. Let's see what we got here.
No misstep. No misstep.
It's so weird.
Spicy licks, they burn and sizzle.
Spicy.
No room for sizzle. Like matching up the beat so electric. Fucking up feels so eclectic. Call and respond to a bass stuff. Someone is right, don't be a grump. Living together in a cosmic mind. Locked in the beat, lose your mind.
What the hell? I don't know what that means, JD. You gotta educate me, bro. Yeah, they totally are, Craig. I heard him say spicy and sizzling. That killed me, bros. Right? It actually has a beat, man. Oh, I see. You never know. It might. You check it out. That would be interesting. Especially the southern part.
No misstep. No misstep.
I'm gonna break the matrix, guys, to this song.
No misstep.
Oh, is it done? Is it?
No
Nope.
misstep.
Oh yeah, okay, it's done. Let's check the next one real quick. So this is the second song it made. Holy. Oh, jeez. Whoa. Jesus. What? That's some spicy ass rhythm, dude. That guitar is nasty.
Break the matrix. Let's fly the code. Pulse off the earth in the overload.
What?
The rhythm of the sky. We rinse it with funk. No misstep.
Jesus.
Spicy release, big burn and sizzle.
Johnny Blaze.
We pass it up with beats so electric.
Dude, for real. I actually kind of like this one. This one is like, it's like stressful.
Come on, grooving together in the cosmic mind. Locked in the beat, lose your mind. Break the matrix, let's slide the code.
Like, what's with the woo? What the hell is that?
We lace it with funk, no misstep.
Oh, dude, Craig, yes.
No misstep.
That is so accurate, bro. I was just thinking about that, the Insane Clown Posse. So true. Jesus. That was just... No, not again. Once was enough. Oh, man. That's some... Whoa, you know, like, dang, bud. Like, the riffs and that were spicy, and the drums are pretty sick. Then the vocals were just like what Craig said, you know, the ICP on meth. That's just nuts, man. Yeah, you and me both, man. Okay, so we have 10 credits left. I think that's only one more song. So we're going to try to combine as many of these things as we can, okay? So I'm going to go back on what some of you guys said. And I'm going to see if I can combine every single thing in here, if it'll even let me do that. I've never tried that many things at once, but let's see. Jazzy black metal dubstep was what Tyler said. So let's try jazzy black metal dubstep. Okay, and then we're going to enter everybody else's in all at the same time. New wave of British heavy metal. Let me see here. Put that right. New wave of British heavy metal. This is gonna be the most Frankenstein thing ever. Power metal, Southern. Oh Lord, or Southern rock. Sorry, Southern rock. Grunge. Is that what I saw? Let me go back. I have to go back and forth here. Grunge, industrial metal. You guys. Okay, 80s style metal song, Johnny Blaze. 80s style about Johnny Blaze. Let's see if there's anything else I'm missing. Nope. Okay, that's it. Oh, Craig says bluegrass. Let's add that in there too. Yes, bluegrass. And I'm going to put one more thing, iguana. I don't know if that's how you spell iguana. I don't know. It is now. So this is going to be a hell of a thing, man. We almost reached the limit. This is going to be crazy. Johnny Blaze rides the iguana? Yes. What the heck? How does it know that? Dude. Seriously. That's a crazy freaking thing, man. Johnny Blaze rides the iguana. Wow. Like I didn't even ask like to name it that. It's just like perfect. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's give it a listen.
Johnny Blaze on the house. his eyes, riding that steel beast sky, tearing lightning cries, black metal chords with dubstep cold, in the southern mud, grunge grip hold.
It's like Pantera meets Rob Zombie or something. Yeah, they heard you all right. Prison style. Iguana.
New wave from the British, heavy swirls tight. Power metal veins flowing industrial fright. Iguana by his side, scales like sun blaze. Johnny's tripping nights with blue grass haze. Ride through the night. Johnny
That's a sick riff. I'm not gonna lie, I dig it.
Southern rock, hard and nights. Chronic grit, twisted sound. Industrial wasteland bound. Power riffs echo round. Johnny Blaze never found. Data swaps through phase show. Iguana box in fiery glow. Neon light shouts throw.
That's nasty.
Blaze never sow. Oh, there's no chaos in the air. Dubstep blows crack despair.
Oh, yes. Oh my Jesus. Oh man. If anxiety was music, this would be it. Damn, that was some straight Pantera riffing.
Johnny's tripping nights.
Oh, it's still going. Oh man. This is brutal, man. I didn't expect that breakdown. It's the Johnny Blaze theme song now. Hell yeah. Oh, dude, I remember that green cello, Three Little Pigs. That's hilarious. You mentioned that.
Great twisted sound. Industrial wasteland bound. Power riffs echo round.
Yes, overloaded.
Southern rock hard nights. Grinding great twisted sound.
Oh yeah.
Industrial wasteland bound.
I love the picture, by the way, of like Godzilla or whatever that is. It's supposed to be an iguana, I guess.
Johnny Blaze never found. Grinding great twisted sound. Industrial wasteland bound. Power riffs echo round. Johnny Blaze never found. Data swap through phase show. Iguana box and fire flow. Main glow. Johnny Blaze never found.
Jeez. Okay, before I go to the next one, whoa! Like, man, the riff wasn't that crazy at first, and then it, like towards the bridge, it like started giving me anxiety. I was like, I was like nuts, man. Like, it hit the fan. That was bizarre, dude. Of Johnny Blaze playing this song. All right, that'd be great, man. Johnny Blaze covering it. I just don't even like. That was it, right? I'm just gonna make sure I was the whole thing. Or no, it's still going for some reason. Is this like an outro? Is that what's going on? It's literally playing. Okay, yeah, it's dead. Let's go to the next one. So.
Johnny Blaze on the highway, fire in his eyes, riding that steel beast, got terror lightning cries, black metal chords with dubstep cold, in the southern mud, grunge
Southern
grip
mud.
holds, no waves on the British, heavy swirl tight, power metal veins flowing industrial fight, iguana by his side, scales like sun blaze, Johnny's tripping nights with blue grass haze, run through light, Johnny Blaze, fire bright, haze beat, pulsing fight, southern rock, hardy nights, crime and great twisted sound.
You love the album artwork. You and me both, man. It's hilarious.
Power riffs echo round.
Johnny Blaze EP. Yes, indeed.
Johnny Blaze never
That's hilarious.
found. Gator swaps blue fake show. Industrial wasteland
Johnny has to plagiarize it all.
Power riffs echo round.
This is great.
Johnny Blaze never found.
Oh,
Gator swamps blow fake show. You wanna bust in fiery glow. Neon light shadow flow. Johnny Blaze never flowed.
what the hell, man? This stuff, man. It's like White Stripes.
Jazz up chaos in the air. Dubstep blows crack despair. Dissonant screams loud sounds.
About to get nasty in here.
Johnny Stir.
Very Irish, like blues Irish. Same kind of thing.
Crime and grit, twisted sound. Industrial wasteland bound. Power riffs echo round. Johnny Blaze never found. Crime and grit, twisted sound. Industrial wasteland bound. Power riffs echo round.
Oh, I see. What's that? That's big.
Never found.
That's funny, man.
Gator swamps blue vein show.
This is weird.
Busks and fiery glow. Neon
It's so
light
quirky.
shadows throw. Johnny's blaze never slow. Jazzed up chaos in the air. Dubstep.
Yes.
Despair.
I bet Johnny would do that too. I could totally see that happening. Absolutely.
Southern path, Johnny stare.
What did I just listen to? Why? What? Okay, guys, you got to tell me now. Like, out of these two ones, which one do you think was better? The first Johnny Blaze song or the second Johnny Blaze song? I am absolutely curious. And the artwork, again, like, my goodness, that artwork. What is this? This is let's see here. Yes, the best songs ever. Oh my gosh. The first one, yeah, I agree with you, man. I think that's my pick too. It's like the second one was quirky to the point where it's like trying too hard, if that makes sense. Like it was really trying too hard. But the first one, it was good. Real quick, recap.
Johnny Blaze on the highway, fire in his eyes, riding that steel beast sky, terror lightning cries, black metal chords with dubstep cold. In the southern
They're tuned down to E flat in this. It's funny. The big E flat tune. Or actually, it might be lower. This might be in like drop. This might be in like D flat, like C sharp. They went even lower.
Power mental veins fluid industrial fright.
That's funny, man. Oh my gosh. What a time. That's one way to put it. That is one way to put it, man. Oh, you're killing me. Oh. Yeah, that's interesting thought right there. I don't know, man. But anytime I think of flutes with old rock music, I always think of like The Land Down Under, right? Gotta love that one. The Land Down Under. That's you can't go wrong with that. Can't wait for the Johnny Blaze playthrough. You and me both, man. I think that would be pretty epic. First one, yeah, same here, man. I agree with you. Oh yes, wind instruments in their songs. A lot of stuff in the 70s and 60s definitely used some wind instruments, I think. Oh yeah, Dropkick Murphy. I forgot all about that band, dude. Good point there. Good point indeed. Um, oh man, what a time! I just don't even know what to say to that. Like I said, that's. I wish I had more credits. I'm out of credits. I think they like, I don't know, they refresh it at like midnight or something crazy, and it's only 9 here, so it's not going to happen anytime soon. But next stream we'll do some more Sona activity. This has been entertaining for me, so that will be a reoccurring thing, I think. I'll stop sharing the screen for now. But yeah, wow, what a treat, man. What a treat. Yes, he's going to get all kinds of votes now. I'll probably make that one public and then just share the link so people want to jam out to the Johnny Blaze rendition of our stream here that you guys created. This is your tune, by the way. You guys made this, right? You guys. I mean, I mean, AI did, sure, but AI couldn't have done it without all of your support and all of your random reciting. So yeah, you guys get the what's the word? Pat on the back on this one. You get the credit, all right? That some of those songs, man, were pretty intense, and I don't know. Writing the iguana, I couldn't have wrote it better myself. I'll say that much. Yeah, you're probably right about that, man. I never tried to do a lot of classic stuff. Well, actually, take it back. I think I did try to do like a classic rock type thing once, but it did not really work out the way I wanted. It was kind of a funky thing. But yeah, you guys get the love and the credit on that. Let's see here. What is this? I already saw that. I was making sure I didn't miss that. Okay. But yeah, guys, what a trip, man. I don't even know. Having said that, there's some weird music out there that should be like AI. You know, I mean, it really should be. That it's not. It's just, it sounds wacky. Let's see here. For jealousy. That's great, man. Or you could be stealing some more golf carts somewhere, most likely. Good old Prison Randy, man. And by the way, guys, just so you know, I'm going to give you a little backstory, okay? I'm going to give you a little backstory. I can't take full credit for the skit yesterday. I mean, yeah, I put the skit together. Prison Randy is, you know, a character I invented. But it's based on a true story. Okay, that actually happened to me. Not the prison part. I'm not a prisoner, or ex-convict, but this guy walked in on me like 9-10 years ago when I was doing lessons, right? And it was very similar. His name wasn't Randy, but he was a convict guy, older guy. And he pretty much did what I did in that video there. That was pretty much the lesson. I'm not kidding. It was a true story, that lesson video. Is very, very much like verbatim almost. I just changed a few things around and kind of added some creative spark to it, but it was pretty much that. And I never forgot that moment. It was such a funny story. He was such a funny character to me because he was only around a few times. Okay. But every time it was always something hilarious. And I don't know where that guy is now. I haven't seen him in years. Like he just vanished. Maybe went back to prison or he did whatever. I won't say his real name, but he was definitely the inspiration for that character in that situation, which was, again, based on a true story and real events. Yeah, what a character, man. And I remember sitting there thinking, right, when this happened in real life, right, when I was teaching this guy, when he did like this playing, and he looked at me dead in the eye and he said, you know, I learned this from Steve Stein. He started playing just random off the wall notes that didn't make any sense. I didn't know what to say. Like, I literally was like, what do I say to this guy? I thought, you know, like, is it like, what can you say? Like, no, you're wrong. Like, is he going to punch me in the face and we're going to have a brawl in the music store? Or is it like, you're right and tell him the wrong thing or just not say anything at all? I mean, it was such a weird thing for me. I thought, what do you do in this situation? You know? So yeah, I turned into a character, a temporary character for some skits. So all the skits you're going to be seeing, the next 4 are based on true events. In some way, maybe slightly altered, of course, for protection, but yeah, very much so. Let me go back here. Wasn't missing you guys. Let's see. Ring of Saturn sounds like AI. Yeah, they sound pretty crazy, man. They really do sound pretty bonkers. But I can't get into them. I love sci-fi shred and death metal. I don't know what sci-fi shred is, but that sounds pretty cool. Yeah, sci-fi shred. That sounds pretty epic. Is that like space shred, like space music? like Doom or something, or Halo. I don't know. But yeah, I never got into Rings of Saturn either. Like I tried to, but it's hard for me to get into all the weird rhythm stuff. Like I like certain metal bands that have the complex rhythms and everything, but not too much. I like more traditional sounds too. Kind of a blend of both is fine, but when it gets too crazy, it's kind of like it loses interest for me. It has to have a little feeling and a little mixture of things instead of just being constant, like, you know. So I always love Vinnie Morse playing. The guy's a freaking phenomenal player. And I wish he had more respect than he gets, you know. But the guy's made every type of music you can think of. You know, he can do classical, he can do, you know, ridiculous neo shred, he can do some blues, he can do whatever, and it sounds pretty dang decent, man. I mean, I think so at least. What's up, Dorotio? How you doing, bud? Just today we're doing a live stream. I'm not gonna be able to do it tomorrow, so I figured I'd just do it today to make up for it. I have a bunch of stuff tomorrow to do, so it's not gonna work out that way. Let's see here. Good evening. Good vibes. And to you as well, my friend. Thanks for joining. Hope you're having a good time out there. People will definitely regret calling Johnny Blaze Spaghetti Fingers. Ain't that the truth, man? They're going to regret it, all right. Spaghetti Man. Yeah, I don't know whatever happened to Spaghetti Fingers. It was quite an experience, to tell you what. But it was a fun time, man. I like doing dumb skits. If I could ever do just dumb skits all day, I would do that. I love doing stupid things. It's just it's fun to me. I like doing it. The stupider, the better, you know. And people tell me that, like on the spaghetti finger videos or whatever. When I did those, I had some messages like, "That's the most stupid thing you've ever done." I'm like, "Good. I'm happy to hear that. My job's accomplished." that's all I was going for. Like that's the point. I want it to be stupid. Like, you know, we're not here to make rocket science videos, right? Let's see. Johnny Blaze rides the iguana has 1 billion streams. That's funny, dude. Oh my gosh. King Crimson, the band I was thinking about. Oh, okay. King Crimson. Yeah, they're a cool band, dude. I like King Crimson for sure. They have a lot of nice stuff. I haven't heard a lot of their music. Kind of like Death. Like I like Death, but I don't know a lot of their albums or songs. I only know certain ones. And only from doing lessons. Because when you teach people, they obviously tell you bands they like and a lot of stuff they listen to. So I got a lot of musical exposure from that. But me, myself, I was never like a huge Death fan or King Crimson fan or anything like that. Just like on my own, I just never knew a lot about them is why. But yeah, dude, what a trip. So yeah, if you guys ever see dumb skits and you're like, what the hell is this guy doing with this channel? You know now. It's because I like doing dumb things. It's entertaining for me. Infant Annihilator. Yeah. And I laugh because the band names too, right? The band names of these things. Like, come on. Infant Annihilator, you know, Decapitated Fetus or whatever. Cannibal Corpse. You know, Crushed Intestines. I mean, what? The names of these bands. I don't even know where to begin with it. I honestly don't. It's a whole nother thing, man. It really is. It's a whole nother thing. Oh my gosh. I put that back up there. But Rings of Saturn is a cool name. Yeah, that one is pretty cool. I'll give it that. That does sound pretty hip. Short and to the point. It's not like a 50 long thing. It's not grotesque. It's just right to the point. I think so. I don't know his name. I know King Diamond's music a little bit. I don't like it that much. King Diamond's a little weird for me. Some of the songs are okay. Like, I've heard a couple of his songs, but they're a little too high-pitched, too Judas Priest for me, and I'm not a big fan of Judas Priest either. I like the guitar work, just don't like the screeching vocals too much. But the guitar playing King Diamond, I'll say, is pretty decent. It's not too bad. I like their music. Like, the guitar parts and, you know, the structure is good. I just don't like the vocals too much. But having said that, I think my first time hearing them was on MTV, back when that was a real station and played music back in the day on Headbangers Ball. And what song was it? It was like, you guys remember this song? It was like, oh, hold on, I knocked my headphones cord out like an idiot. I didn't mean to step on it. Okay, back in the studio. Yeah, I have ears, surprisingly. But yeah, it's like a. I think it was that key. I could be wrong, and I think it did something like this. I don't know what song this is from King Diamond, but I remember hearing it at Headbangers Ball 15, 20 years ago. No, and the drums were like right, kind of like that. In the backgrounds, it was like that kind of beat. And then like the singing, I don't remember the singing, but it was something like what was it? I don't remember the name. Like I said, I was never a huge fan, so I don't remember all their song names or anything. But I remember the music video being weird. Like it was like soaring, and the guitar player was doing a cool solo, and they're like trading solos, and it's kind of weird. The vocals are kind of like dead or whatever. He's saying something dead or somebody's dying. That's most metal anyway. They sing about people getting killed or slaughtered. Right, that's kind of the whole stigma of metal in the first place that people get offended about. But it goes with the music, right? You have to sing about something crazy like war and violence and just unfairness and justice. You got to sing about all that stuff. Mix it metal, right? Like even Trivium, a band I like a lot. Same thing. It's always singing about something like that. It's like boom, there it is. Decapitation. All right, then we got it. But yeah, let's see here. What is Dorothea saying? I gotta put you on the screen because I can't sing. Check out the song "Arrival" from King Diamond. It's badass. All right, dude, I'll definitely check it out sometime. Probably not on the stream because I don't want to get copyright striked. But I will give it a listen on my own time so I don't get in trouble. Welcome home. I think so. That sounds familiar, actually. I think you might be right by that. It's like the lyrics, something about like a little girl getting murdered by her dad or something. And then like a little boy getting killed and smashed in the head with a hammer. I think that's what it was. I'm not making this up, by the way. This is the guy I was actually singing about. Killing kids or something. Or kids getting murdered by their parents. Something horrible. It was a pretty depressing song. But I like the guitar solos. They're pretty sweet. They're trading like some sick little riffs back and forth. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I know. The stuff that people do, man, it's bonkers. Lovely. Yeah, that's exactly my point though. Like why I don't listen to a lot of bands like that. Cause I like certain metal when it's just normal violence, but when it gets to be like too personal, like when people start singing about things like stories about kids getting murdered or people getting molested, I don't want to hear that stuff. It's not my thing. Like I like just regular violence. Like I'm going to break a wall with a hammer or I'm going to punch you in the face. Like that's all right. Like I can dig with that. Pantera was borderline. Like the beginning of Pantera's days, they sing about all right stuff, but then they went a little borderline for me. Got a little too crazy, popping pills and sleeping with people's girlfriends, and I don't. It was got a little extreme for me. It wasn't my thing. But having said that, I like the music. Obviously, the music was always very good. I always liked the guitars and everything. Let's see the Pepsi commercial of Vinnie Moore. Oh, dude, yes. Oh, you lucky guy, man. That is so cool. Oh, I'm so jealous right now. I am super jealous of you, dude. I love Vinnie Moore. One of my favorite players of all time. That's incredible. I remember that commercial, though. I saw that on YouTube. It was hilarious, doing the shred of the Pepsi thing. Let's see here. Ah, interesting. Sounds like lyrics. Play over Johnny Blaze rides the iguana. Oh man, I'd love to, but I'll probably head out here in a minute. Oh, that's it. You got it. Without a doubt, that's the song. I remember now. You're right. Give Me Your Soul. That's 100% correct. Yep, you got it. Yep, just clicked in my head when you said that. That's exactly right. Cool solos in that song. I can't remember what they sounded like because this is 15, 20 years ago. You got to remember, my memory's not that good from 20 years ago, but it was something like that. I don't remember, some shreddy thing. Why is my volume so low on my guitar? Oh, that's why. Hold on a second. But yeah, something like... There's like a key change. I don't remember the solo. Like I said, it was a long time ago, but It was pretty cool. I like the riffs. Yeah, it definitely did fit musically and lyrically. You got that right. It did fit their like the sound they were going for. Let's see. Gives them a unique sound with exotic scales. You got that right, dude. For sure. Heck yeah. But yeah, guys, hopefully you've had a good time hanging out on this stream. I've had a good time as well. I got to get going, though, because I forgot it's like 9:11 my time, Pacific in California. So I got to get to making some dinner here. I have some dough in the fridge I need to roll out. And it's actually when I was talking about pizza making, I was not kidding. I'm actually making a pizza tonight. I got some artichokes and some vegetables I'm going to throw on it. So see how that goes. Let's see. Oh, cool, man. Heck yeah. That's killer, dude. What are we at here? Oh yeah, you got to check out the music video, dude. It's pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the greatest like quality video, but this is a long time ago, so I mean, it was what it was for the time, I guess. Happy to hear it, Craig. Thanks for coming by, dude. I hope you have a good night as well. In Texas, it's 11 p.m. Oh, interesting. Heck yeah, man. None of my exes live in Texas. Bad joke. Anyways, with that being said, though, hopefully you guys have had a fantastic time. Thank you so much for joining me in this cool live stream. Keep a lookout for new videos. I got a lot of editing to do, but there's going to be a lot of videos coming out. If you want to jump in on that seminar thing I'm going to be hosting, the $5 entry for the online class, let me know on Facebook or Instagram. I'll get you guys involved. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next skit probably, and then review video and so on and so on until our next live stream, which will probably be next Sunday, hopefully. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic night. Be safe. And I hope that you guys have a fantastic rest of your week as well. All right, guys. So having said that, I'm going to go ahead and exit out of here. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. And yeah, many pieces to you guys.